Stop capping, stop capping. Braun breaking records while the whole league's napping. Stop capping, stop capping. You call it stat patent cause the GOAT just happened. Stop capping, stop capping. 23 years and the king still strapping. Stop capping, stop capping. GJK in the building, now the truth starts snapping. LeBron still cooking that year 23. Screaming A talk slick cause the narrative's done. Call it stat pattern, nah, that's fear in disguise. Cause the king break records just by staying alive. Jordan era tough, man, stop with the myth. They hand check guards, but LeBron guarding 1 through 5. He faced pace, space giants who shoot. Braun dominator us, Mike never had to pursue. Screaming A, won a crown 6-0 like it's fate. But ignore Russell's 11 titles, then forget the dynasties Braun had to navigate. 3 decades of smoke, every number insane. If that's padding, then Mike never played in that lane. You lying on the king just to hype up the past, but the truth hit harder when the kingdom talk facts. Braun GOAT level stats with the wins to match it. Call it padding, that's cap, and we quick to catch it. Stop, 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 stop. Bye, boom, buddy. Yo. Bye, boom. They said the crown was settled, but we came to rewrite. B. Lee with the blueprint, Ajani bringing the fight. LeBron with the vision, no gimmicks, just facts. Go James, kingdom put the whole game on his back. Built like a fortress from the haters we fed. Ajani with the flame while B. Lee stay ahead. Dropping Olympic gold in 40-point nights. 2012 done, had the world in fright. Skip the nostalgia, we talking data and war. Got receipts for the lies y'all been praising before. From Cleveland to Miami to the Lake Show rise. Finals MVPs rain down from the sky. This ain't opinion, this verses got math. When B. Lee speak numbers and Ajani bring wrath. We got songs for the truth, hooks for the pain. Every bar built to echo LeBron's reign. Pause, wait. Oh, boom. Wait, boom. Let's get it. Ha, ha.
Yo, what is good, everybody? How's it going, John?
What's up? How you feeling today?
I'm good. So, welcome back to the place where all narratives get flipped, myths get exposed, and the truth stands undefeated. This is GOAT James Kingdom, y'all. I'm your host. I'm B. Lee. My partner Johnny most likely will not be here today. If he can, he'll probably try to jump on. So we're just going to dive into the facts, the history, the greatness that the world keep ignoring. Here in the kingdom, we deal with all that nostalgic 1900s crap that we have to deal with every day. We don't really crown all that fairy tale stuff that you guys be doing. We always crown greatness. We always look at the greatest. We don't pin one player against another. We do greatness. So around here, there's only one person who's sitting on top of the mountain. That's LeBron James. So, whenever you guys are ready, you can get out your feelings and you compare yourself, because today is going to be a classical one. So let's go ahead and talk about our topic today. So apparently, Stephen A. Smith still going on his feelings about LeBron checking him. He dropped one of those old back in the days tapes again, how Michael Jordan is a great, the stuff that belonged in a museum on the VHA tapes, the beepers, the 1900s. So he went on the Ball podcast saying that, LeBron is stat padding. So, he's continuing on his tour of the LeBron hate tour that he got going on. But, I want to be very clear about this. You cannot stat pad your way to 40,000 points, because if that's the way Jordan would have done it, you cannot stat pad your way to 20 plus years of dominance, because no one has done it before. LeBron James has led his team in scoring 20 different seasons and assists 20 different seasons. I don't know how you can stat pad doing that. He averaged 25 points a game for 20 plus straight seasons. The only player with a career triple double, 40K points, 10K assists, 10K rebounds, the most points in professional sports, not just the NBA, but he has the most points for any man who walked this earth in basketball with over 50,000 points, as well as the NBA record for the most points in the regular season and the postseason. And also, he's an all-time leader in steals and defensive rebounds in the postseason, top 10 blocks, number 2 in triple doubles, assists, most playoff wins, most series wins, most win shares, most conference titles, highest plus or minus in the postseason. Everyone loves the postseason. They want to pin people up for what they do in the postseason, but want to ignore what LeBron James has done in the postseason. So this, also he had the greatest playoff performance of all time, greatest series of all time, the only man to walk the earth with a Finals MVP in all 3 different teams, took 5 coaches to the finals, one with 3 different coaches. The guy got 5 Hall of Fame careers, and Stephen A. Smith want to talk about stat pad. I don't know how you stat pad when you have 5 Hall of Fame careers. First stint in Cleveland, youngest back-to-back MVP, took that team to the finals, scoring champion. What he did in those 7 years, first 7 years is amazing. 4-time All NBA first team. Steph got 4 already in his career. Then he went to Miami, did it again, 4 All-NBA first team, 4 All Defensive teams, the youngest back-to-back Finals MVP. Just historic. Then he went back to Cleveland for a second stint for his 3rd Hall of Fame career, where he had that historic run, and every year was the finals, every year was All NBA first team. 4 again. Then his Lakers stint, the only player after year 17 to be Finals MVP. Follow that up with the scoring title, in-season tournament MVP, in-season tournament champion, and finally his international career, which we already know he's inducted in the Hall of Fame for that, for his 5 gold medals that he's won in international play. The only player with gold medals in 3 different decades, the only player in men's Olympic history with 550 points, 125 assists, 125 rebounds. He's also second in Olympic play in assists, while having the most triple doubles. So you cannot stat pad your way to the accomplishments that LeBron James has. The greatest longevity, the greatest consistency, the highest peak, the versatility, the playmaking, the leadership, the impact, not only on the court, but off the court. But we see where, Stephen A. Smith tries to use his little nostalgic 1900s trap by saying that the game is soft, that there's only one way to play the game, just like Michael Jordan, but don't want to give knowledge to any others who play exactly the same way, who has the same temperament as Michael Jordan. So, his goal is to, I don't know why he covering sports, and his goal is to criticize players today, call them soft, want to discuss their finals record like Michael Jordan has the most, saying he won in tougher competition, where we all know in the 90s it wasn't as tough as the 80s, and he never won in the 80s. So, let's just kick this off, John. I'm not sure if you heard what Stephen A. Smith was saying on the Ball podcast, but I do have those videos. But did you hear anything about it?
I heard it. It didn't surprise me because it seems like every podcast he goes on, he's talking about LeBron. Um, what I take out of what he's doing is he's trying to get his name out there, everywhere. And what's the best way and easiest way in sports to get your name out there? Say something negative about LeBron James. It's the best way to do it. And he's doing it. He's going on everybody's podcast talking about LeBron. You're right. He's going on a world tour. I bet you he's doing all these podcasts for free. He's doing all because the gain he gets from talking about LeBron is larger than anything they would pay him. I mean, some of these podcasts can't pay him the money he probably got out there in public, and he's going out there. He knows the back end is going to pay. He's going to pay. So everybody's going to talk about Stephen A. Everybody. What era did Stephen A. make the most money? In LeBron James era. I mean, he owes LeBron James. It should be his agent. because you owe LeBron money. Because if you take LeBron away from Stephen A, there's no way he can garner $100 million contract from ESPN. And everything you just said about LeBron James and his career, not only did he do that, he was box office at the same time. You don't get all that you get from a player and a player's box office at the same time.
And he still is at year 23.
Yes, that don't happen. But you still box office at year 23. That don't happen. That don't. I mean, who's done it? I mean, the closest came to Tom Brady, but Tom Brady wasn't that box office like that. Tom Brady was still
Especially
great.
not his whole career. Especially not his whole career.
Not from day one. No, not from day one. Not from before he got to the NFL. A lot of people don't even know Tom Brady went to Michigan. A lot of people don't even know that. So everybody knows what high school LeBron went to, the NBA, his NBA journey, everything. And
his Olympic journey, international play, everything.
To say he started
his shoes.
Just yes.
His mama, his kids, his wife.
Everybody know his whole family. And everybody. And that includes the people who don't like LeBron. They know everything. I mean, you can hear them talk about LeBron and situations he had in his career. And then when you ask them one thing about their favorite player and the situations they had in their career, you can lie to them and say something. They just going to agree with you because they don't know.
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, Stephen A is out there. He's talking about LeBron. He don't want to talk about LeBron. Hey, people, I know y'all watch First Take. Just watch him when they talk about LeBron and they say something positive. Look at his body language. He can't come off like he hating, but his body language says it. I mean, it screams it really loud. So,
all right. Well, let's go ahead and take out what I got a few clips from what he was saying. So let's look at the first one. We'll listen to the first one.
LeBron is stat padding to be the GOAT.
I'm doubling down on that. Who the hell don't know that? When you exist this long, all right, and you're still playing, we don't look at the Lakers and see a championship team. You ain't beating Oklahoma City. Well, you know, you're in your 23rd year, you understand, and you accumulating all of these stats. You know, you're the all-time leading scorer now. You pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're going to your 21st All-Star game. You're doing this, you're doing that. Fine, because you ain't winning another league MVP. That ain't going to happen, all right? You ain't winning another finals. That ain't happening. So you there because you're going to accumulate these numbers. But along the way, just understand that it don't buy you GOAT status. You're not getting that.
So who's your GOAT?
Michael Jordan.
Unquestioned.
Without.
So I'm not sure what point he's trying to make, that he's saying LeBron should stop playing because he thinks he's not going to win the title. So there should only be like 2 teams in the NBA.
I can tell you this. He can guarantee one thing. He's right about one thing he just said. He said LeBron's not going to win another MVP. I'll tell you how he know that for a fact. Because the number one guy who gets to vote on that award is who? Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
He got the biggest audience out. Anybody out there, all the journalists out there, Stephen A. got the biggest voice. So guess what I can turn? You won't win another MVP, and I'm going to make sure of it because I got to vote for you to win MVP. So, yes, he can say that because he has the biggest voice. You don't go out there and say, oh, you won't win another MVP. The NBA should have something against that. The NBA should say, not David Stern. The NBA should say something about that. You can't go out there and say that. You have a vote. So you telling the world,
I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, I hear the narrative all the time that you're not going to win another title, so why are you playing? So why do professional sports exist if you can't go out there and compete and attempt to win the title? Like, that's the whole goal of everything, is to attempt to win a title. So you're just saying that you're not going to win another championship because you're not better than Oklahoma City, so you should just retire. Like, LeBron playing really hurts him. It really hurts him. Now, if he does win the title, he won't be happy about it.
No.
It'll be narratives about why he won it. It'll be narratives, well, he had to team up with this, he had to team up with that. Like, it just does not make any sense why someone who's competing at this high level should not be playing basketball. Yes, he's not having a season like he's been, but he hasn't even had a training camp. No preseason. LeBron James literally scrimmaged with some G League players and went and played NBA games. No real conditioning. He just laced them up. First game, over 10 assists. I mean, his third game, he had 25 points. Like,
And
what
dude,
are these haters really looking to achieve with hating on LeBron? Why can't he just play basketball because he enjoys playing basketball?
Billy, I'm dealing with sciatica right now. I could promise you people, LeBron wasn't doing anything, lift weighting, running, doing anything while he's dealing with. I promise you that. He wasn't doing anything during that time period when he was dealing with that pain. See, I don't get the training and people doing the rubs and the all. I don't get that, the top medicines in the world. I don't get that. He got it, and I still promise you he wasn't doing anything. So when you say he didn't have a training camp, he probably had 2 weeks to rev up, and then went to the G League scrimmage with them, and then got right on the NBA court. That's what y'all see right now. He's in training camp right now. And because he's an older
Versus
player,
Indian players.
because
Versus
he's an
Indian
older,
players, real game time.
yes.
That's his training camp.
I mean, he's still in training camp.
Let's not state the greatest player of all time, like what he's doing right now. What player could just come in and just compete like this? All for being injured and not even having time to really train himself after the playoffs when he hurt his knee. Then he got injured again right at the start of training camp. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what you're watching? Do they really understand what they're watching?
Do they remember Jordan had a love of the game clause? The love of the game clause. When did that go away that you can't have a love for the game? So
He sort of came back because he loved the game, right?
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You're supposed to love the game. You're not supposed to cheat the game. What happened to that? What happened that LeBron James at 41 years old can't love the game like he did when he was 16, 17 years old? He just loved to play the best game in the world, and that's basketball. When did that happen that can't be the reason he's still playing? He loves the process. He don't cheat the process. He goes through it. He loves it. You see he's not cheating us out there. He's playing at the highest level. You see some of the situations he put his team in, and he's still playing at a high level and helping other players get better to this day. To this day. And he's not hurting nobody's career. He's not hurting nobody's career. He's not letting a number one pick be drafted like Kwame Brown and then kill his career. And I want people to know Kwame Brown was a top prospect in high school. In high school. And we know Jordan hurt his career. We know it happened. He killed his career. You watching the guy right now. He's going at everybody. He's dishing out to everybody because this guy hurt his career. And LeBron, an undrafted free agent, he's letting him ball out. Ball out. Hey, go do your thing, man. Do it.
I mean, you see how Aiden talks about LeBron, like he's playing with this myth that he calls an alley-oop from. Like
Hey,
everyone's
Craig.
enjoying playing with LeBron. Everyone's
Hey,
enjoying
Craig.
playing with him. They talk about, oh, he hurt Bosch and Kevin Love's career. Them dudes are champions because of LeBron James.
Oh, only because
Isn't
of
that the goal? Goal to sacrifice personal stats to win a title. But what are we talking about here when they say that LeBron James is hurting his teammates, diminishing stars when they come to the team? I mean, if LeBron wanted to be like the early Cleveland days, averaging 30 plus points per game, he could do that, but he laid off and he knew what it took to win titles. Like he know he needed teammates. Like what's wrong with that? Wanting to have teammates who can compete. No one wants to go into the season undermanned and not have and not have a like anything to win. Like it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense how they talk about LeBron James because he's clearly what we see and never seen before. He's the greatest player that we've never seen. We could look at everything: stats, winning, accolades, honor, on the court, off the court. I know they love Jordan, and sometimes people get up here and they talk negative about Jordan. I don't agree with it. Jordan is the second greatest player that I ever seen. And he's very close to LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron is just way better than Jordan. He's not. Like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, those are the three greatest players I've ever seen. And people get into this narrative that you bash LeBron, so I'm gonna bash everyone that you like. I don't get into that. Kobe Bryant was great. Michael Jordan was great. LeBron is great. LeBron just had the greater career than both of them. And that's why I choose LeBron James as the GOAT because all the things that he accomplished. And, Stephen A. Smith did his little narrative why Jordan is the GOAT. And, it's the things that we always hear that we always, dispel. So let me go ahead and play that.
So who is your GOAT?
Michael Jordan,
Unquestioned.
without question. I've been saying that since the man retired, and ain't a damn person changed my mind.
Can we say why you think MJ's the GOAT?
Okay, since you ask. 6 championships, 6 NBA Finals MVPs, 5 league MVPs, never allowed the game to go to a Game 7 of an NBA Finals, 10-time scoring champion, 9-time All-NBA defensive first team player, steals champion, former Defensive Player of the Year award winner. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Oh, by the way, played all 82 games about 7 to 8 times. Really? That's what we really having this kind of discussion?
So, John, we heard this a million times about Michael Jordan, his 6-0. It's kind of hard for me to understand why people continue to state this when especially someone in the media who understands that Bill Russell has more titles than Sure. I don't understand this narrative that 6-0 is better than 11 titles. There's players with 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, and I mean, there's players. So they have to use a better talking point than saying 6-0. They really have to because it just doesn't make any sense to people who understand the game, the history of basketball. We understand the history of basketball. Bill Russell has 11 titles, but what you're going to say to put Michael Jordan over the edge makes sense. But you cannot always use the 6-0 title to try to discredit LeBron James. And also, this defensive first team crap that Stephen A. Smith, he always states defensive first team the most, which he tied with most. But I don't think anybody believes that Marcus Smart is a better player than Jason Tatum. I don't believe anyone thinks that. You can see Marcus Smart's an all defensive player. Jason Tatum's an all first team NBA player. First team is going to trump first team defensive team all the time. It's just gonna trump that. So his narrative is what he's not the GOAT in the 6-0, then his defensive first team, which gives way to LeBron James being greater with the first teams, all NBA teams, and then of the scoring titles, which you don't get extra points for scoring titles. They're added to your averages and points. They're added. So that's not something because you outscored your competition 10 times. LeBron outscored everyone who ever walked the earth in basketball. So all the points that Stephen A. Smith states doesn't make Michael Jordan the GOAT. And those are the talking points to every Jordan fan. Every time I talk to them, those are always the talking points. It's those exact talking points that are easily dispelled by everyone in GOAT James Kingdom because we have heard it and we laugh every time they mention those things. So, John, how do you feel about what Stephen A. Smith said about Michael Jordan being the GOAT?
First, I grew up a Bulls fan. That's what I knew growing up. The Bulls. I'm from Chicago. If you don't know in the chat, so I was born in 1980. So all I knew was the Bulls. I knew about Jordan and Scotty, just so people would know. I thought Jordan was the GOAT for a very long time. He was the basketball GOAT. He was one of the best players I have ever seen. I think he was the best player. But I was more of a Scottie Pippen fan because I saw the more I got to learn basketball, I was like, hey, he took the best defender and he still gave you 20 points a game. And I loved Scottie growing up, and that wasn't taking nothing away from Jordan because what Jordan did in scoring was unbelievable. And can nobody take nothing away from Jordan. He did that. He did all that. He got 6 Bill Russell awards. And that's the one thing I believe Jordan has that won't be broken with them 6 Bill Russell awards. I think a player can win 6 championships. But I think it's going to be hard when you got these voted on awards and at one point they don't agree with you. And I can push a narrative this way. I mean, like Ajani always say, it's not enough. It's not enough. If you got Michael Jordan as the GOAT, he said the day Jordan retired, he had Jordan as the GOAT. I want to know, when did he really have Jordan as the GOAT? Do you think he had Jordan as the GOAT before he won 6 championships? If that answer is yes, then somebody had 6 championships before him. Ask everybody, when did you have Jordan as the GOAT? Because most people going to tell you, no, it didn't take me 98 to have Jordan as the GOAT. So it's not the 6 championships then. It's not the 5 MVPs either, because he got his 5th in 98. It's not that made Jordan the GOAT. It's what you saw on the court and the way he played and the way he dominated is the way you had Jordan as the GOAT. And guess what? That's why I got LeBron as the GOAT. LeBron dominated the court.
You know what, Tom? I have to start rearranging my argument now because of that. Instead of asking them why do they think Jordan's the GOAT, what did you think Jordan was the GOAT and why? What year and why?
Hey,
Something that I really want to hear.
Because nobody had Jordan as the GOAT in 98. I mean, they had, I'm not saying you had Jordan as the GOAT in 98.
Yeah, he was already the GOAT, basically.
He was already the GOAT. So what 6 rings? It wasn't 5 MVPs. You probably had Jordan as the GOAT 93. He was the GOAT. 3
and how many MVPs he had then? 3? 3 MVPs, 3 titles, 3 finals MVPs.
He won 1 in 96. He didn't win 97.
96 and 98. So he had 3 at that time. So he had 3. So it wasn't about, well, he doesn't have the most MVPs. So that don't even really, that's not even in the argument. He did have the most titles. That's not in the argument. And at that time, I guess he was tied with the most finals MVPs with Magic.
And what's the one thing all NBA scorers look at the top? You got to score 30,000 points. 30,000 points was always looked at, hey, the best scorers had 30,000 points. So in 98, when Jordan retired for the second time, guess what he didn't have? 30,000 points. So I'm happy Stephen A. had Jordan as the GOAT, but he don't need to have Jordan the GOAT and try to diminish LeBron at the same time.
Afterwards, go with care. Care. Like John have Jordan as GOAT. No, nobody would get upset at you. Craig has Jordan as GOAT. What kind of upset at Craig?
No.
But the way they talk about LeBron James, like he shouldn't even be in the argument. That's the issue. You can't stat pad your way to the GOAT.
And what does that have to mean? Him playing? Him getting any
Him
stat?
playing basketball, him and Stephen A. Smith mind, him playing basketball and having no way to win a title in his mind. Even though they're number 2 in the West. Even though they was number 3 in the West last year.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the Lakers are playing great ball. Only thing
I mean,
I worried about with the Lakers is health. That's the only thing I worry about. If they stay healthy, they're gonna be a top 2 or 3 team in the West. Period. I mean, in the NBA, I mean, because for Detroit, you got to continually do it for me to believe in it. You could be top 1 or 2 in the East, and you just got to keep doing it. I think they're gonna have some type of fall. They're not gonna lose. I think Detroit gonna be top 3 in the
just depends on how well the team gel to me, because the Pacers was in the finals. That wasn't like this dominant team,
Yeah,
but it's just how the team gel. Even the Bulls, how they made the Lakers look old last year. If they
yeah.
could have kept that, if they played the same way they played versus the Lakers every game, they could have been in the finals. It just depends on how well you're like team.
Yeah,
We've been saying this for years. It's not a star-studded team anymore. It's about how well you can play as a group. It's back to the
that's the way
team
OKC.
play.
That's the way the OKC play.
See,
It's crazy.
Even though they have one player who's dominant, but they play amazing as a team. They gel together. Perfect.
But the Lakers ain't had no problem with OKC over the past couple of years. They've been beating
Nuh-uh.
OKC. So this OKC is in the way of the Lakers. I would like the Lakers match up with OKC right now. You want to if somebody was to ask me who got the better player between Luka and Shea, I'm gonna say Luka.
I mean, it's literally a toss-up at the moment, but we got to give it to Luke. I mean, to Shea, because what he did last year. But right now, the way Luka's scoring the ball and playing, man, it's kind of hard to deny what he's doing. And then you got Austin Reeves.
His playmaking is
Then you got
crazy.
Austin Reeves. Yeah.
Uh,
Then you got, as soon as LeBron James get, back in basketball shape, him out of basketball shape is like a 20-5 guy.
yeah, easy
Which is
too.
crazy.
It's easy too. I love his development on his spot up jump shot because he's gonna get a lot of those this year. A lot of spot up threes, and he can cut to the basket off ball. He's still gonna play make regardless. So, what he's great is at is playmaking, and so he's gonna give you that. He's gonna give you right now. He's gonna give you 15 to 22 points a game. He's gonna be LeBron James, and everybody know
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
not
It's
hard for
going to
him to
continue
do.
to be great. I mean, they're just looking at his points per game, I guess. They're looking at his points per game and saying that, oh, LeBron fell off the way. And how long he been back for 3 games?
Yeah,
4?
points don't matter till you have a conversation about points.
Yeah.
Points don't matter till you have a conversation about points. It's
Crazy. All right, well, let's go ahead and listen to his last take that I got about the NBA being soft, of course, because, you can't elevate Jordan without degrading a whole generation of players.
But the game is called softer. I'm giving you facts.
But the skill is higher though.
That's fine. But let me tell you why you can't use that as an excuse. If I can hurt you, I can compromise you. In other words, like, for example.
But actually, I'm gonna let you finish. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So let's say, for example, when Steph Curry first came into the league, man, when he had those ankle injuries and stuff like that, you understand that back in the day, he wouldn't have been able to do but so much. You understand that back in the day, they would have tripped him. You understand they stepped on his foot. They done all types of stuff. They done got away with everything. You know, because they weren't as protective of the stars as they are now. You were hand checking. You could body cats up. What you would get ejected for and suspended for a week now was a foul back in the day. The road to prosperity has to be taken into consideration.
When is back in the day? I just want to know what year back in the day he's talking. I know he's talking about the 80s.
He's talking about his 80s.
He for a fact is talking about the 80s. They ain't talking about the 90s because they changed the rules.
I mean, this is what I always say. Jordan played in the toughest era. So why couldn't he win in that era? It was so tough.
Because they would trip you if they heard you had ankle injuries, and when you went up for dunks, they would body check you in the air. Sound like Steph wouldn't have survived in the 80s. But guess what era he would have survived in? The 90s, when they changed the rules, when you couldn't do what he did. Sound like if you were great and they couldn't guard you, they just beat you up. If you were that great and nobody could stop you, hey, guess what? I'm going to punch you in the face and hit you with an elbow dead middle of your chest. Sound like it was a bunch of hacks. They want nobody playing basketball.
I mean, it's literally the narrative that they go to. If you play, they were going to get hurt. That's the only way to stop players is to hurt them in their mind. The only way they would not be as great as they are today because they would have got stabbed in the back or something, or the hit with a cane. Like, what are we talking about? We're just gonna just forget completely about basketball and go straight into I'm gonna hurt people so they won't be great in Jordan's era.
Hey, people, one of the reasons you always hear Scotty sign that bad contract, one of the reasons he signed that contract is he had a terrible back. And he wanted to make sure he had guaranteed money regardless if he played through this or not. Sound like he made a great long career with a bad back. Did they stop him from playing, Brandon? He had a bad back.
Not at all.
He had a bad back. Scotty had a terrible back. Sound like he survived through that tough era and he made it through and won 6 championships and he did something with that career. Sound like he made something of himself with a bad back. Steph Curry with bad ankle.
So there's a comment said that, they always say Jordan it was too tough for him to win. But somehow other teams found a way to win as well. That's true. Somehow other teams were able to win. Even though we actually watched the footage of 80 game. I don't think we see anybody get power bomb. I mean, jackknife. I didn't see any stone cold stunners, any sharpshooters. I didn't see any of that stuff.
I didn't see no Undertaker moves.
Yeah, we see the choke slides. We saw some fights. We did see a few people get fouled, or it wasn't really Jordan. I mean, has Jordan even? I don't remember Jordan even getting scratched in the 80s.
They showed the same 3 or 4 plays, and they would show it from different angles to make you think it's the different plays, and it's all the same play. It's all the same play.
I mean, we see LeBron James get his eye busted open, head busted open. We see him cut up. Have you ever seen highlights of Michael Jordan in the 80s bleeding?
No. I guess he wasn't hit that hard. But he got some different skin, so he might not bleed.
He got that tough skin. Like I do remember the Pistons saying they weren't going to let Michael Jordan just go to the hole and dunk.
No, they was going to get to him before he jumped. Yeah. They wanted to get to him before he got to the low where he could jump. Hey, if we can stop you from dunking, we feel like we can beat you. We know you ain't going to pass the ball. So
I mean, did that even work though?
it worked for 3 years.
Worked all in the 80s, huh?
Hey,
Worked all in the
the
80s.
Panthers beat him on the same game plan 3 years. It was no adjustment. It wasn't no adjustment. But just so that everybody know, they had the same game plan in '91. It's just Scotty had developed so greatly. It's just like that shit ain't gonna work this time. I mean,
So I see Jordan get knocked out of the air. I've seen that highlight too.
yeah, I keep telling you, it's the same highlight. You show the same
Yes, that same
highlight.
one highlight. One highlight.
It's
I
the
see
same
that one
highlight, man.
highlight.
Hey,
Yeah.
trust me, I didn't. I was watching the game. You saw the highlight. We different, but
I mean, I'm
the
not
game
hating
was
on Jordan.
different.
I just never saw him get beat up. I just never saw him get beat up. I'm sorry. We watched a lot of Michael Jordan games. Like I said, I think Jordan is the second greatest player I've ever seen play basketball, but I just never saw him get beat up.
I didn't get beat up.
I'm like, is that hating?
They played
It's
physical
like,
basketball.
is that hate because I never saw Jordan get beat up?
They play physical basketball now. They play physical basketball now. Everybody plays physical basketball. That's something you can't take out of the game. You can't take the physicality out of the game because people going to hit people.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan.
Wow.
Yeah, Jordan was a 190 to 210 pound player. And I hate to make the example with LeBron. At his height, Jordan was 210, 215. At 18 years old, when LeBron was drafted into the NBA, he was 240 pounds as an 18-year-old kid, man. 240. Whatever do you believe he wouldn't have made it in? I just want to know. 240. I ain't talking about a 240 fat guy. I'm talking a 240 pound guy that you know been in the weight room. So whatever do you believe he would not have made it in? And this is at 18 before he's put even more weight and strength on him.
Differently. Yeah, he's built differently. He always been built differently.
You heard the
I
guy
don't know.
who said he played against LeBron in 8th grade. And he said he was a point guard then. And he was bigger than everybody then. And then when he got the 5, he grew 5 to 6 inches. He was just like, is that the same person? Yes, they knew from the start. Hey, that guy going to the league. They knew this in 8th grade. People knew this in 8th grade. So these narratives out here, man, it's just you hear so many of them, and you hear them so much. It's just like these people are believing the narratives more than they believe in what they see on the court.
It's crazy.
You know, watching the
That's
game.
crazy.
I asked somebody. They said LeBron is passing up shots. I ask people all the time, hey, just tell me about the one shot you saw LeBron pass. Yeah, I mean, anytime you have a conversation, just say, what shot you seen LeBron pass up at the end of the game? I mean, I can think of one shot, but I don't think he passed up a shot. I believe he threw it to the open guy. The guy just missed the shot. But I just like to know what, because I was watching the game, so I can tell you about the situation. ESPN First Take on this tell you that this happened. They're going to tell you about experience. It's like the whole situation with Bronny and Maxey. They said Maxey was killing him, but only scored 6 points on him. I still don't understand that. But stop listening to narratives and watch the game. If y'all don't want to watch the game, just say, I don't want to watch the game. I want to listen to the team and they tell me what happened. And then I go with what he tells me is going to happen and not watch the game. I mean, you got people telling you about situations who are not even watching the game at all. That kills me. I just see a totally different thing.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's hard just to sit there and listen to people talk about how tough Jordan had it. And, we put on the tapes of the phone calls he gets. It's fine. Kobe got him a lot of times. Like, Kobe would yell and he'd get fouls. LeBron just never really got fouls, calls. They just never really got them.
Yeah, they don't believe Jordan got hand checking fouls in the final.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
I want
we're
somebody
not
in the
hating on
chat.
Michael.
I want somebody in the chat to tell me Jordan didn't get a hand checking foul in the final. But when I show you the video of him giving the hand checking foul in the finals, by the half court line, I want you to tell me what a foul was at. You got the foul. So it sounds like hand checking was stopped. The hand checking rule stopped in the middle of the 90s. Or did y'all not know that?
Yeah. You can't really touch Jordan.
Sound like a lot of things. No, you can't. I mean, you can't touch it. You can't touch anything about Jordan.
He's Michael Jordan. You know, he should get those calls. You know, he should get the benefit of the doubt. He's Michael Jordan. It's fine. It's fine. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this link up there for everyone. Hold on. Let me get this in here.
Jordan is one of the greatest players ever to play the game, and that's something that you can never take away from him. So that's one of the things I love about Jordan. He did it at the highest level, and trust me, us all in Chicago was depressed when he retired in '93. Nobody wanted him to retire. I was one of the people upset that he retired. I wish he would have played it through.
What are you talking about? I go anywhere and talk. When I talk, LeBron fans stay at home, come outside. Willie's a funny dude.
But you go in New Jersey and have those conversations, Willie? Because I had those same conversations in Chicago. I talk just like I talk in Chicago. You talk on the East Coast. Yeah, you could talk about Jordan on the East Coast because y'all had the New Jersey Nets and the New York Knicks. I'm talking like this in Chicago.
What's good, Boo?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, what's going on? Salute to everybody, man. Salute to the panel. Salute to you, King John, and B. Lee. Man, y'all do an outstanding job. I enjoy the content as always. Because it seems like you guys are the only ones that's actually putting actual basketball content out here. While everybody's using these Stephen A. second place and Skip Bayless talking points. But here's my thing, right? They're so determined to diminish this man's career, right? Like everything is in back ass reverse. Like, oh, LeBron's the first one to have super teams. Like, y'all didn't see the Boston Celtics back in the 1960s? Did y'all forget about Wilt Chamberlain, Gail Goodrich, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West? What about Dave DeBusschere and Earl Monroe and Walt Clyde Frazier and Willis Reed, the New York Knicks? Like, and so on and so on. I mean, like, all of a sudden, LeBron is branded with the guy that poisoned the waters and created the super teams to have an unfair advantage, right? It's an object in the game to win, right? But yeah, you wanna move the goalposts and shit and everything, and set a different standard for LeBron. Never mind the fact that the Bulls back in the 90s, they were the team. They were the super team in the 90s, so-called. See, I don't believe in super team. That super team crap was started with a legion of LeBron haters, Skip Bayless, and Stephen A. second place, and these clowns, Rob Parker, starting all this narrative. Oh, LeBron started the one super team, so he should be eliminated from the GOAT conversation, right? But here's the thing. Michael Jordan played with X amount of former all-star players, right? Ron Harper. You go as back as George Gervin. Orlando Woolridge, right? George Gervin, Orlando Woolridge. I know they didn't win championships with Mike, but yet and still, he played with those guys. Then they had a balanced team in the early 90s with Horace Grant. Horace Grant averaging like 15 points per game. You know how much value 15 points per game was back then? How much value? Long story short, all these great players had super teams. All these great players needed other players to step up to reach their goals, to reach their championship aspirations. But yet, LeBron is the only one that's looked at in a bad light, all because of this surrounding narrative that, he's not clutch, he can't win by himself, and all this BS, right? So it's like, he's not clutch, but yeah, he came back for a 3-2 deficit, from a 2-0 deficit against the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, scored 25 straight points in 2007. You don't mean to tell me that's not clutch, right? Then he had a couple of down years in the playoffs. But what any other great player didn't have any shortcomings? Hell, even Michael Jordan had his shortcomings. So it's like he's the only player that his shortcomings are highlighted and held against him, right? And it seemed like the media is pushing that shit. They didn't do that shit to Michael Jordan. They didn't do that shit to Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. I don't get it. But but then again, I do get it. And then you got these YouTube content creators out here pushing this narrative. We know who they are. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't feel like putting up with the but we know who they are. But what I'm saying is that it's just like it's crazy how LeBron's shortcomings are still highlighted years later. Michael Jordan, we all saw Michael Jordan lose to the Pistons 3 years in a row. But yeah, he's the only one that gets grace. And mind you, I'm the guy that still has Michaels to go for my own criteria. I have LeBron like 1A, number 2. So it's like I don't understand like how all of a sudden trying to put it in your possession of the best position yourself to win is seen as a bad thing now. It's been like this for the past 15 years, ever since LeBron went to Miami. But yet, years before that, you had Kobe playing with Karl Malone, Gary Payton. Kobe had Shaquille O'Neal, arguably the most dominant player in the history of the NBA. Arguably the most dominant player in the history of the NBA. But yet, they'll try to say Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and Anthony Davis combined is better than LeBron and Shaq. Like, what the hell, man? Like, that just lets you know these cats don't watch basketball. The only thing they care about is the 90s and Michael Jordan. See, that's the difference between me and these rest of these cats. I like the 90s just as much as anybody, But for me, it's like basketball. We got too many goddamn casuals, floating around this basketball circle, man.
That's true. That is true.
And we need to like take these cats out of the equation. I think basketball conversation would be so much better. So much better.
And you know where most of these guys will come from? Jordan in the 90s.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. With Michael Jordan fans, they try to put Kobe Bryant in this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Way back when, they couldn't stand Kobe Bryant. They could not stand Kobe Bryant. Am I wrong? Am I lying?
Yes.
They couldn't stand
that. I don't think that. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. I don't think that's accurate.
No. I don't even count you, bro. But what I'm saying is, yeah, you had cats like, I don't know if you guys were around in YouTube back in the day. You had cats like Bruce Blitz. He used to make videos discrediting Kobe Bryant because of the Michael Jordan comparisons, right? He did all this all the way up to 2012. What was it? When did Kobe have that Achilles injury? 2013, right?
2013, yeah.
Right. So when that was over and LeBron was doing his thing, he switched all his hate and animosity towards LeBron because LeBron was doing stuff that was comparable to Michael Jordan. Very comparable to Michael Jordan.
And LeBron won the championship that year. And you know what bothers me the most is like Kobe fans, they like to say, oh, why didn't LeBron face Kobe in the finals in the 2000s? They act like they played in the same era, but then if you ask
Right.
what era did Kobe and LeBron play in, they say they play in different eras. So they're
But here's the
inconsistent.
thing that kills me. Here's the thing that kills me.
Yeah.
He turned that shit around, right? And say, well, if Kobe was that guy like y'all say he is, and he won by himself, what happened in 2011, 2012, 2013? I don't count the last couple years of Kobe's career because the Achilles injury and all.
Yeah. That's
so
fact.
it's like they moved the goalposts, man. They moved.
I know that.
You got a lot of these cats that they just they don't want nobody to be on Michael Jordan's level or above Michael Jordan's level. That's the thing about it. Well, if it's about championships, then your GOAT need to be Bill Russell in this day. Period. End of story. Because he won 11 championships out of the last 11 championships out of a 13-year run.
Yeah.
So why can't you explain to me if it's about championships, Bill Russell to go?
They can only
all about
better than LeBron. They can only make Jordan better than LeBron. They can't prove why he's a GOAT. That's why they can't. That's what
they come. That's what I'm saying. They come with these narratives and shit, right? They come with these narratives talking about 6-0, killer instinct. But Kobe Bryant is the Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
So how can you measure greatness through a mindset? You can't measure greatness through a mindset. How can you be?
My bad.
Not
they count LeBron's 23rd season. I count every game you play on the NBA court.
And that's what I'm saying.
Well, can I push back a little bit against? Respectfully, can I push back a little bit because I just joined. Salute to everybody. Salute B Lee. Salute Go James Kingdom. All that. But if Blue Bowl's finished, can I just respectfully push back a little bit against some things that he said that I feel like are inaccurate?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear this. Let's go. Come on.
Well, when I joined the conversation, and forgive me because I didn't hear the entire thing, I just kind of tuned in, and it was talking about Jordan in the 80s and whatever the case may be, and we act like the 80s never existed. Is that what you were saying? Like Jordan fans they act like the 80s didn't happen and all that type of thing?
No, what I'm saying is they don't count the first 6-7 years, the first 6 years of his career. They act like the first 6 years of his career he didn't have shortcomings. That's what I meant.
So, yeah. Okay, so I disagree with that. The thing is, I think that Jordan fans are very aware of the 80s. It's just that they didn't make excuses about the 80s. When Jordan lost in the 80s, he lost, regardless of whether he ran into the Celtics, regardless of who his teammates were, or whatever the case may be. I think Jordan fans are very comfortable with the fact that he lost. The contrast between Jordan and LeBron's fans is when LeBron fell short. Go ahead, my bad.
Don't let this nigga lie, Blue Bowl. He ain't gonna get away with it. He ain't gonna get away with it. But the only person when did if a person lost, they lost, okay?
Yeah.
Right, a person lost. If they lost, they lost. They won, they won. The only people that made the big thing about so-called excuses was Skip Bayless. Yeah. That's the only person.
No. So when LeBron lost in the 2000s against the teams, against Boston, against Orlando, what was said? There were excuses made. He didn't have good enough teammates.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Talk about what excuses? What excuses?
Who made excuses for LeBron? Who did that?
People were saying he played with. I don't know if you. I'm not saying Go James Kingdom has.
Wait a minute. They were saying nobody was stepping up in Jordan. No, but wait a minute. Talk about. They were saying Jordan's teammates weren't stepping up. That sounds like the same thing to me.
What teammate?
Jordan's teammates need to step up.
What teammate?
Oh, you don't call out Scottie Pippen. You don't say Scottie Pippen. You don't say Scottie Pippen didn't come up short. You always put the blame on Scottie
Pippen get blamed for a loss. I've never heard Scottie
Nigga, I've really heard Willie Sherman on here talking about how this motherfucker Scottie Pippen had a migraine, so they lost. Or Scottie Pippen was averaging 7 points per game, and that's why they lost. Nigga, I've heard so many excuses from Jordan fans, and especially from you, Mr. Winters, because I haven't seen you on Lamont's channel for the last few years. I know you've made several excuses, not just for Jordan, but also for Kobe when they lose. So it's kind of just like whenever I see you niggas coming over here talking about LeBron fans making excuses, isn't it an excuse or is it a fact when you say that certain people underperformed and that contributed to them losing?
And that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I just want to know,
that's what happens
is
when
that
That's
an
another
excuse
point.
or a
Like,
fact?
why can't you
sometimes the other
criticize
team
LeBron, but why can't you criticize
sometimes the
Jordan
other
Kobe for
the
losing?
two things can be true at the same. Yes, guys underperform for Mike, guys underperform for LeBron. That's true. When a team outplays you, yes, someone has to lose and someone has to win. So you get outplayed and the other team underperforms. But I never directly blamed anybody for or any teammate or any coach, or I've never heard anybody get blamed for any Jordan loss. Jordan took that on the head. They talk to you all day about how Jordan
So
scored.
wait a minute. LeBron took
You know
this.
what I'm saying?
So
They ain't
you
put that on
saying
nobody.
LeBron never took
No one's a
accountability and
scapegoat.
always blamed his teammates for losing? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
You saying
Have you
LeBron
not
never
heard
took
that?
responsibility and always tried to make excuses?
Have you not
Is
heard
that what
Are
you're
you
trying to
saying
say?
LeBron or his
game?
fans? Are you saying LeBron or his fans? LeBron or his fans will
Have
make
you not
excuses.
heard the owner get blamed, the organization get blamed, the role players get blamed? Have you
No,
not
I'm
heard
just
that?
saying, are you saying LeBron or LeBron fans are making excuses?
Yeah. Like,
I've
who's
heard
making it?
those. I've heard those excuses be made. I'm saying I've heard
By
them.
who?
I don't know. I don't know
LeBron
about
or
here, but
LeBron's
I've heard them
fans?
made.
No, I'm asking like, are you
You
saying this because the LeBron fans are
talking
making
out of the
excuses
side of
or
your
LeBron is making
You
excuses?
just talking
Exactly.
out of the side of your Like, come
Say that.
on
I
now.
didn't. I
You just
couldn't.
talking.
My bad. My bad. It was too many people
Go
talking.
ahead.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Hey, guys, one time. All right, Mr. Winters, are you saying that LeBron fans are making excuses or LeBron is making excuses?
I've heard a little bit of both, but all in all,
Both.
I've heard excuses being made. I've heard people get scapegoated. I've heard Mo Williams sucks. I heard Antoine Jameson sucks. Andy Varejao sucks. And
Antoine
that's just
James.
not.
Did LeBron say these things? Did
You never
LeBron
heard
say
that
these
from
things?
LeBron,
No,
though.
I mean now LeBron. No,
That's what I'm
he
asking.
went on Pat McAfee and he talked about the 2007 squad.
Okay, but he didn't
But,
call him trash. He
I
said
got
that.
something
Okay,
for that.
but if he said his team wasn't good enough, is that a fact or is that an excuse?
Yeah.
Like, you niggas always try to mix up the two things. Is that a fact or is it an excuse?
To me, it's an excuse, and I'll tell you why. Because at
Oh
the end
my
of the
God,
day,
bro.
if you look at the
That sounds
2007,
so
okay, well,
fucking retarded.
just listen, bro.
You
You
were.
see,
I understand why Johnny crashes out like
hey,
that.
God, let him talk
I
no,
do. I
before I
really
start.
do, man.
What the fuck?
no, but like I
Let
spoken
him talk.
before, if you look at the San Antonio role players in 2007, right? They were averaging 72 points per game. If you look at the Cavs role players in 2007, they were averaging 67 points per game. That's a 5-point difference. That's a close game. The Cleveland Cavaliers were a top 4 defense in the league, and they only gave up over 100 points 4 times that whole entire season. Boobie Gibson, well, everybody talks about the game 5 in Detroit where LeBron went off, and he did. But what happened after that? In game 6, in the closeout game, Boobie Gibson went and exploded for 31 points when LeBron struggled from the field. Those are just facts. Bron was 3 of 11 in game 6. He scored 20, but he was at the free throw line all night. And he made his free throws, and that's cool. But Boobie closed that series out. So it's
So
unfair to call
Boobie
these
better than
guys
LeBron?
bums, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
When somebody
Nigga,
talks,
we don't use that.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Winters. Y'all don't
Yeah,
have to keep
go ahead, get
jumping
him.
in all the time.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
get him.
it's too many people talking at once. I'm gonna have to start removing people because there's just too many people talking at once. So you're saying that
Billy, can I say
Boobie
one more thing,
Gibson
though? Can I
is
say
the
one more thing? And
reason?
I'll let you go.
No, but I'm just saying. Are you saying Boobie Gibson is the reason that they made the finals, or is that
No, I'm saying that
what you're
what I'm
saying?
saying. No, what I'm saying to you is I like to give guys credit when they beat good teams. San Antonio, that it was a close. I know that the Cavs got swept. I understand that, but those were outside of game 2. Those were actually close games, and the Cavs and Tim Duncan, who's a 52% career shooter, was held to like 30-something% in games 3 and game 4. So you can't be a bum and hold that guy, the greatest power forward of all time, to a shoot. No one ever did that in the finals to him. No one, no other team. Look at all the other teams he played in the finals, and nobody's guarded him like that and held him to some 30-something% shoot. So you can't call these guys bums, man. Sometimes you just lose. You know, I say this: Michael Jordan lost in the '80s because he just wasn't that guy yet. And I say the same thing about LeBron in the 2000s. He just wasn't that guy yet. It took them a while to become that guy. And instead of blaming teammates and coaches, can we just agree that sometimes you just get beat by the better team? And that's okay.
you just
Which is a point. But
I
okay.
mean, so okay, that's fine, but what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
No, well, when Blue Bolt said that, I disagree with Blue Bolt saying that Jordan fans ignore the 80s. Jordan fans, in my opinion, they are okay with the 80s. They understand what Michael Jordan was back then. That player
The thing is, we have Jordan fans and LeBron haters up here all the time, and that's just not what we hear. That's all we're saying. That's not what we hear.
It may not be you, Mr. Winters, but that's consensus.
Yeah, we hear it all the time.
I respect that.
Just like you say, you hear LeBron fans say certain things. We hear Jordan fans say certain things as well.
So can I ask this question? So, like, did you remember? I don't know how old you are. I'm 40 years old, and I was around for the late 2000s, and if you saw back then in 09 and 2010, they had the LeBron and Kobe little Nike puppets. Was that Nike or I don't know? It's so long ago. But you remember those commercials with LeBron and Kobe? Yeah. So like, and then you would hear all the talk, ESPN and all these people. They were picking the Cavs both years to come out of the East, both years. And as soon as 2010 playoffs ended, and not the playoffs ended, but as soon as the Cavs lost to Boston in 2010, the same ones that were saying that the Cavs were going to come out of the East, they look like the best team, they look like they're going to beat everybody. These were the same guys saying that in 2 weeks they want to call all the players bums. The same players they were just saying we're going to come out of the East and we're good enough. They're calling them bums now.
Am I right?
Huh?
Who were calling them bums?
I'm saying, if you remember back then, that's what the
I'm not saying who were calling them bums. Was that like somebody from ESPN or fans?
ESPN and all those were saying. They were the same players that they were praising and saying we're great. Well, not great, but we're good enough. And the team that they said was good enough, they turned around and said the team wasn't good enough.
It was the media.
I wasn't hearing them calling them bums.
Huh?
I wasn't hearing them calling them bums.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. That's just how I took it. But
I believe
that organization's got
LeBron said that LeBron wasn't that guy yet in the 2000s. Yet you're still blaming him for losing.
I'm blaming I'm from Cleveland. I blame every member of the Cavs for the loss. I blame them, including LeBron. It's on them. It's on you lose the team. There's no asterisk next to it that say, well, LeBron did.
I mean, no team wins every year, so it's fine.
Yeah,
no team
that's
wins
what I'm
every
saying.
year.
That's all I was saying. I don't think that, I thought that Blue Bolt was, I disagree with Blue Bolt when he says that Jordan,
I think what Blue Bolt was trying to say is that Jordan fans ignore the 80s like it didn't happen. They do that all the time by saying what Stephen A. Smith was saying that, Jordan won in a tougher era, which was the 80s, which Jordan never won in the 80s.
Right.
He never won in the 80s. He won in the 90s when they had to change certain rules so it would not be as physical, which, was probably the best for the game. But it was not the tough era that everyone continued to state. When in the 90s have we seen Jordan get knocked out the air, Jordan get hurt in the 90s? Like, that never happened.
Not even that, BB.
That's
Like,
what we're saying.
to 1992, he had to wait until 3 top 10 players of all time retired to start winning. It was Magic, Bird, and Kareem.
But he Magic. So how do you wait for him to retire?
When you say that, you can't get mad when people say, well, LeBron didn't get successful until till the Boston Celtics got old or the Detroit Pistons of that time got old. You can't get mad when people say
31, 32, and 30 are not old.
And also,
especially when they got Rajon Rondo. That was not an old team.
The Pistons weren't old in the 80s either. In the 90s.
And I'm just going to clarify something, because you was over here talking about Booby Gibson scoring 31 points in that 2007 series versus Detroit. LeBron had 20, 14, and 8, my nigga. Like, he might have had a bad shooting night, but he still did his job to close out that series, bro. I don't know why y'all niggas try to go with this narrative that just because a bench player scored 30 points by hitting 100%, 5 from 5 from 3, that all of a sudden he was the nigga that closed the series. No, that was LeBron, nigga. LeBron closed out the Detroit Pistons.
But hold on. One of the points that people miss when they shit on the Cavs team that got swept by the Spurs, this is the main point that the LeBron people miss, is that roster that won 6 games, that roster was built for LeBron's skill set. Mo Williams was an elite shooter for that era. Delonte West was an elite shooter for that era. Ilgauskas was a good mid-range shooter. I know, hold on, let me finish. That roster was built for LeBron's skill set. LeBron could not play off the ball. He could not play in a system. So the Cavs surrounded him with players who were shooters, spacers, and off the ball players. And again, even though the Spurs
who were those players? Brandon Cass, because Delonte West wasn't on the 2007
Let him rock. Let him rock. Let him rock.
Neither was Mo Williams.
Even though the Spurs had the better team,
Well,
than the Cavs
those are teams. Those are players he said that wasn't on the team.
LeBron James shot 36% in that series, and LeBron was atrocious even on open shots. And so if you look at
none of those niggas were even on the team of the series that you're talking about, bro. So you're talking out your ass, nigga. You need to just stop lying, bro.
The difference.
You started this whole premise on a lie.
And you have to tell the actual truth. You can't just say anything. Like,
yeah, you can't start this out with a lie, nigga, and try to make a point.
Would not play in a
yeah, you're not making a good point. But Brandon Katz, you're not making a good point by naming players who were not on the team.
Oh, I think you players that won the team on those.
You're not.
But what I'm saying, if I'm giving Boobie Gibson credit, I'm not discrediting LeBron. A credit to another teammate.
I know. I mean, you're not discrediting LeBron at all, but Brandon Katz came up here.
LeBron shot 36% in the finals.
That don't even make any sense. No, you're saying that he had these role players who were good shooters.
What finals did Michael Jordan have where he played his best?
No, okay, I'm gonna have to remove you for a second. Like, you made a statement stating that the reason that the Cavs lost because LeBron couldn't play in the system, and they had these two players who were really good shooters who wasn't even on the team. Do you understand how that sounds? That doesn't sound. It doesn't make any sense.
Billy, I think
you're missing my point. What I'm saying is the Cavs rosters, when LeBron was on Cleveland the first time, they were surrounded with players who could not shot create. They were shooters and spacers like Delonte West, Mo Williams, and Ogauskas, because since LeBron could not play.
Oh my God, bro. This motherfucker.
I think he's talking about 2009.
LeBron couldn't play off the ball in a system. The Cavs couldn't
talk about
Brandon Katz. All right. Answer this. Okay, since you, but I don't understand. Since why the fuck do you keep talking over me if I'm asking you a question? Like, you got one more time, I'm gonna just boot you off. Like, this is not your show. I'm gonna ask you a question. Just answer the question. Simple as that. Do you understand?
Right. You've got 6 people talking.
Do you understand?
Like, I don't even hear what you're saying.
No, it's me and you talking. It's you over talking to everybody, and you're not stopping and talking. I'm trying to ask you a question. So you're saying that LeBron James in 2007 could not play in the system, and they built that team around him. Is that correct? You're saying?
Yes, he couldn't play off the ball.
Okay.
He couldn't play with other good players.
Okay. That's understandable. How did those role players shoot in that series?
Okay. But it doesn't matter because LeBron shot 35%.
No. How did those players shoot in that series? Since you know about the series, how did they shoot?
Billy,
did they knock it down shots?
Which series you talking about, Billy?
No,
it's the 2007 series. That's what we're talking about.
In the finals. How did those role players shoot in that series?
Right. So both the role players and LeBron shot badly, but the role players are there to support LeBron. So if the superstar plays like trash, the role players are not going to look good because the role players are there to support the star who was complete garbage.
Okay, I understand that. How did they shoot? Like, did they shoot well? Did they shoot bad? How did they shoot?
And he could play in a system. The big difference between Jordan
and Katz. How did those role players shoot? How did they shoot? Which ones? Which one? Okay, how did they shoot the ball?
Right.
Okay, how did they shoot the ball? Which ones? Who shot the ball? How did they shoot?
Right.
Which ones? The players. I need to know the names. Which players?
It didn't matter how they played.
Which players?
LeBron shot 35%.
Which one? Who are the players who shot the ball bad? What players were they?
If the Cavs have any chance to win the series with LeBron shooting 35%, even if
okay, you have no idea who played on that team. You don't even know what you're talking about. You have no idea.
He has no fucking clue.
No idea. You didn't know the players. I'm asking you, which players did not shoot well in that series? All you're saying is LeBron James. So you obviously should know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure if you said what players on the Chicago Bulls was shooting threes and was knocking down shots, you can name every single player on that team. But when I ask you about LeBron James, you cannot name one player.
So objective.
It's fine.
So objective.
I'm just asking you a
Bro,
simple
I'm
question.
literally looking at their numbers. They're trash. Like, they literally are trash, bro. There's a reason why we go back and say these things. Because I'm looking at their stats. I'm looking at what they were shooting from three, even from regular field goal percentage. Against the motherfucking Detroit Pistons in Game 6, the Cavs shot 39% as a team, nigga. 39% as a team. And you want to talk about some motherfucking Booby Gibson. Dumbass nigga, bro.
When you have a player who is not getting any help from his teammates, has to take every damn shot versus the best defensive team in the league, they're not going to shoot that way, period. They're going to take a lot of forced shots, a lot of bad shots, unless their teammates are giving him breathing room to drive to the lane other than being double and triple teamed.
Now, what I will say is
simple basketball.
That's simple basketball.
Like, if your defense can just load up on LeBron and they don't got to worry about anybody else with the basketball, how you think they're going to win? None of these niggas can score or create a shot by themselves without LeBron passing it to them to begin with, nigga. So you sitting there, you don't got your facilitator, you don't got a shot creator outside of LeBron. So when he's sitting on the bench, you got the Spurs going on a 10-0 run because the Cavs can't score, nigga. I know y'all didn't watch that series,
all the way
bro.
accurate because LeBron
But they don't. That is accurate, nigga.
Field goal. LeBron James went 0-7 in the first half of Game 1. And
I don't care, nigga. Oh my God.
Then the halftime score was 30-35. It was 35-30.
He didn't listen to a word you said.
You're missing the whole point.
He was ready to react. So a lot of times when we're talking, they be ready to react that they're not listening to a word you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? I know this nigga, bro.
It don't matter because the game
Oh
is
my God.
basketball and how you play basketball don't matter. You listen. I'm listening to a guy who don't care about the game of basketball. He's gonna tell you a few stats, but he ain't gonna tell you how basketball is played. And we're gonna force him to talk about basketball. Otherwise,
I say something real quick after he's done.
Yeah, that's why they don't like the film. But go ahead, Blue Boat.
No, I was saying, like, there's film out there, right? You actually watch, dude, hold on, man. Hold on, dude. Dude, let me talk. Dude, let me flip this dude, man.
Now he's upset, man. Now he's upset.
No, I'm saying, check this out. There's literally, like, film out there of the Spurs scheme on how to stop the Cavs offense. They weren't even getting any open shots. It was night and day. You can tell from the Pistons series right into the Spurs series. They were double and triple teaming LeBron, and none of his teammates were hitting shots. Simple as that. I don't understand how these guys can come up here and try to make it seem like that. LeBron shot 35%. They shot 35% because they had a defensive scheme against him and the shooters.
Tell me a starter don't get double
team.
Tell me a starter don't face a double team. Tell me a starter in the players that don't face a double team.
Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. It don't matter. It's up to the team that sees the open shots.
Hey, Blue
Can a team hit the open shot?
You're not going to tell me any player that's constantly getting double teamed and trapped behind the perimeter is shooting 50% from the field. You're not going to tell me no player in history, not even motherfucking Jordan, could do that shit, bro. So this is just a ridiculous notion that just because LeBron shot 35%, that was the reason the whole team shot bad. That don't make no fucking sense. If LeBron is double teamed, somebody's open. So if somebody's missing open shots, nigga, how is that LeBron's fault? That's what I don't understand about you niggas with this blame game bullshit. It's a team sport,
Did anybody
nigga.
watch that finals? Did anybody watch the
No, he didn't watch those finals, bro. He clearly didn't watch those finals.
He just watched the box score. He just watched the box
finals.
score. That's all
It was
he
probably
did.
the worst finals in
Bro,
NBA
I'm from
history. Anybody who watched it was
Cleveland,
boring.
Ohio.
Both
I
teams
watched
playing
the whole
bad.
entire thing.
Tony Parker won Finals MVP averaging 19 points a
Stop
game.
tapping, nigga. You didn't watch
It
that
was a boring
series.
ass finals.
How do you? So if I didn't watch that series, how do I know LeBron James was 0-7 in the first half and you don't?
He was 12. He was 12.
Nigga, that's an easy stat that you can look up on motherfucking Google.
Tell me, Google it right now and tell me what they gonna put up where LeBron went 0-7. Tell me. Where
Nigga, I could literally pull up video compilations of LeBron missing shots and turning the ball over in the same game, bro. I could literally pull that up on YouTube. Y'all LeBron haters don't got no free time, nigga.
Mr. Winners, do you have anything else to say on this topic before we move on to somebody else?
I know. All right, I'm good. I'm good.
You're good. All right. All right. Let me see. We got new people in here.
Yo, shout out B Lee. Yo, is my microphone good?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Word.
All right. So you have any take on what we talked about? Stephen A. Smith saying LeBron's that hadn't be the GOAT and how Jordan's the GOAT and how the NBA is soft today. That's why the players are great.
Yeah. I think you guys said everything. But I'm more, fixated on when he mentions longevity. He doesn't mention consistency. That's something they don't mention. So that's something that frustrates me. It frustrates me a lot. I tend to go online and argue with these Jordan fans all day, every day, and I am hit with responses with feelings, not facts. When I present facts, they respond to me with insults. So it's hard for me to convince me that Jordan is the GOAT if his fans are moving the goalpost. I provide evidence. Yo, Beely, that video you made with that video you made comparing the ages of Jordan and LeBron was an excellent video. I can present that to a Jordan fan, and they're still gonna move the goalpost. And first and foremost, I can't wait to hear the most radical thing a Jordan fan has to say because, I'm a different breed. I actually do my research. You feel me? So I can't wait for any of you Jordan fans, to say something outlandish because I have something even more outlandish. All right, I'm not radical. I'm not spiteful. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for someone to say something so stupid that I'm gonna make you look stupid.
Hey, you ain't gotta wait too long. Brandon Katz is back on the panel, so
listen,
Brandon, plenty of stupid shit from him today.
I'm gonna make one final point about the 07 finals. 2 points on the 07 finals. Number one, the LeBron people love to lie about that finals and say he was playing 1-on-4. The Spurs strategy was only to double LeBron when he got to the elbow in the paint. They left him open from the 3-point line. They left him open to shoot, and LeBron
You see what I said, nigga?
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm not done. LeBron shot 17%.
You both talking, little nigga.
So you can talk about the role players all you want. He shot 17% when he wasn't in the paint. He's not a consistent shooter. He can't play in a system. Those two weaknesses make him worse than Jordan. Jordan never had any weakness as great as LeBron's shooting, closing, ability to play in a system.
Hey, do you know part of why the Spurs guarded LeBron? Because the role players weren't his shot.
They left him open because he couldn't shoot. He wasn't a good shooter in 07. I have a question. Was LeBron James a consistent shooter in 2007? Yes or no?
No, he wasn't. Okay, he wasn't. Brandon Katz, you said LeBron James cannot be better than Jordan because he cannot play in a system. That's what you're saying.
LeBron's weaknesses are much bigger than Jordan's. He's not a consistent shooter. He shoots 39% off.
That's factually false.
And again, LeBron's played 22 years. He's never once had the number one offense in the NBA. Why? He's played with better teammates than Jordan. He had prime Wade. He had prime Anthony Davis. Kyrie's a better offensive player than Scottie, but he's never once had the number one offense. Why? Because he's not portable. He can't play off the ball.
Okay. I understand that, but I want to get to this point that you made that LeBron James cannot play in a system. Why did you? Brandon Katz, why did you say LeBron James cannot play in a system, and that makes Jordan better than him? Can you elaborate more on that, because I'm interested to hear that.
Michael Jordan. So a great example is Scottie Pippen. Okay, Scottie Pippen's best season is 94. 94, he's 23 a game. With Jordan, he's 22. He's the exact same player. Players don't have to change the way they play when they play with Jordan, because Jordan can play on and off the ball. He can make sure that players maximize what they are. And so Chris Bosh got reduced to a corner three-point shooter. Kevin Love had to lose weight and stand in the corner shooting threes. Players have to change the way they play with LeBron. because he's not a good off-ball player. He can't play in a system. Nobody ever had to change the way they played to play with Jordan. Not Scotty, not anyone else. And that's why the Bulls had the #1 offense in the NBA multiple years. LeBron's been in the league 20 years. He's never had the #1 offense once.
Tony Cooper.
Okay. So basically, you're saying that LeBron cannot play in the system. So what other players should be ahead of LeBron since LeBron James cannot play in a system?
Well, I've said I have
what other players should be ahead of?
I don't believe that.
Okay, I have LeBron as the second best player of all time. He's an all-time great player. But this debate is Jordan versus LeBron. It's about nuance. It's about detail. And so my point is, half basketball is a half-court game. Michael Jordan is a far better half-court scorer and closer, better shooter. And so Jordan's ability to play on and off the ball, ability to shoot and close, that's what separates him from LeBron.
How is Jordan a better shooter than LeBron when he's not a better three-point shooter and he's not a better two-point shooter?
Let him talk. Just let him talk. Come on, guys. Let him talk. I'm interested in this.
Not just
I'm interested.
Shooting.
All right. So, okay, you're saying LeBron James cannot play in the system. So what other players who cannot play in the system? Would you say Allen Iverson could play in the system?
No, he couldn't.
No. Would you say James Harden could play in the system?
Yes, in Brooklyn he showed he could. Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, name a player who cannot play in a system who led their teams to be successful in the playoffs. Like those players who cannot play in the system. Were they ever successful in the playoffs?
No, I have LeBron as a top 5 all-time player. I'm not saying
I'm just saying. Okay, let's just remove LeBron. Let's talk about players who cannot play in systems. Like you mentioned, James Harden, Allen Iverson. Those guys have not been successful in the playoffs. Is there any other players who you believe could not play in the system that was successful?
Okay, but so here's my response to what you're saying. When you talk about, like, a good example is Luka. Luka can't play in a system. He's been to the finals. But again, when you're comparing these players, you're missing a key point. LeBron had elite talent around him. So LeBron had prime Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis in his prime is a top 5 player. Dwayne Wade in his prime is a top 5 player. And so the reason why LeBron was able to keep getting to the finals is, number one, he had great teams. He's a great player. He had great teams around him, but he also played weak competition. But the teams LeBron lost to in the finals, like the 2011 Mavs, that 2011 Mav team was not as talented as the 2011 Heat. And so my point is that the sum of the parts on LeBron's teams are never as much as they are individually, because the LeBron's teams don't have a system to maximize other talent. Jordan got the most out of other players around him, like Grant, like Pippen, like Kukoc, like BJ. LeBron does not get the most out of players around him because he can't play in a system. He can't play off the ball. LeBron did not maximize.
So let me interject with that. Horace Grant and BJ Armstrong was all-stars when Jordan did not play. So Scottie Pippen or maybe Michael Jordan not being there, they were able to elevate their games. And then we talk about LeBron James, he cannot play in the system. Okay, I understand. You said LeBron James cannot play in the system, but somehow he has the most games won in the playoffs, the most series won in the playoffs, the most conference titles in the playoffs. The only player who finals MVP with 3 different teams. So somehow this player who cannot play in a system is the system, and he's the only one that you're saying that cannot play in the system has been successful winning. He has won more than majority of the players in the NBA. So by your understanding, this player who cannot play in the system somehow can elevate his team to win games, to win titles, to win series, has to be above the player you talk about, Michael Jordan. He couldn't do that until he needed somebody like Phil Jackson to get him to the finals. Somebody who like Scottie Pippen, which he never had a winning season without Scottie Pippen, so he couldn't elevate his teammates. He's never had a winning season without Scottie Pippen, so he's never been successful without these 2 players. Never been successful in professional sports without these 2 players. But somehow LeBron James has been able to take 5 different coaches without having a real system to the finals. 3 different coaches without having a system winning titles. 3 different teams without a system somehow being NBA champions. So how is LeBron James being this player who cannot fit in anywhere, continues to win more than most people has ever won in NBA history, besides what, Bill Russell?
Okay,
And
so
Michael Jordan.
I did not interrupt you. So here's my response, okay? This debate is Jordan versus LeBron. It's the GOAT debate. It's not LeBron versus Iverson. It's not LeBron versus Harden. It's LeBron versus Jordan. So here are the facts. The facts are Michael Jordan has 6 titles. Michael Jordan played 5 fewer seasons than LeBron. He played for 1 team. So Jordan played with less talent and fewer years, and he won more. Michael Jordan dominated the NBA more than LeBron ever did. The only record LeBron has that's going to stand in 30 years is his 33 finals losses. That's the only record that's not being beaten. But again, if you take any all-time great player and they switch teams 5 times and form super teams, they're going to win. But LeBron has underperformed in his career. LeBron winning 2 titles in 4 years in Miami was underperforming. LeBron himself says not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4.
Yo, can
By
I please
LeBron's
answer
own
to that
standard,
after?
he underperformed in Miami.
Go ahead, let him go.
Every time things got tough for LeBron, he switched teams. When Wade had
Man, this dude just repeating himself.
When Wade had knee issues, he switched
Just
teams.
let him go.
Hold on. I did not interrupt you. When Wade had knee injuries, LeBron left. When LeBron lost to the
Let him go, man. Chill.
the first time, he left. When Kyrie left Cleveland, he left. When Scottie Pippen had back issues, starting in 1995, when Scottie was shooting 39% in the playoffs, Jordan stayed. He won 3 titles, including his last title, when Pippen had to be carried on the court. If Jordan had switched teams 4 times and formed super teams, he would have had 12 titles. LeBron couldn't even match Jordan switching teams and playing with better players. Jordan never had a teammate as good as Prime AD, never had a teammate as good as Prime Wade. He stayed in Chicago when Pippen had back injuries, and he still won more in less time with less talent around him.
Okay, I do have a question. I know we talk about like GOAT debate as, you know, the greatest of all time. And do you feel like you need to eliminate players to make Michael Jordan the GOAT?
No.
So why do you eliminate players to make Michael Jordan the GOAT?
I don't know. What do you mean by eliminate players?
You're acting like
So
you go to
He means diminish players.
okay, you're saying how Michael Jordan won 6 titles. Do that make him the GOAT?
Okay, so I don't care about titles before the merger. I don't.
Okay, so you don't care about titles,
Bill
but
Russell
somehow you continue to talk about titles with LeBron. So that's not making any sense to me. You don't care about titles. What do you care about?
No, that's not. Hold on. I'll give you. So when I look at the GOAT debate, okay, I look at all NBA teams. I look at MVPs. I look at titles. I look at Finals MVPs, and most importantly, I look at play in the playoffs, play in the finals. And so I absolutely look at titles. Now, to be clear, I do not value titles at any significant level before the merger. Bill Russell's titles, to me, he's on a super team beating up on absolute trash competition. And so Michael Jordan's the only player in the post-merger NBA.
Okay, I get it. You have to eliminate Bill Russell to make Michael Jordan.
Yeah, so you basically lied when you said you don't eliminate players. So you lied and you came up here fucking capping this whole time, bro. You've been talking out of both sides of your neck, and I'm just about tired of listening to you, nigga.
Hold on, Brandon.
Bill Russell's got 40% from the
Michael Jordan has
not
to
in GOAT debate.
Man, you've been over here talking about finals losses this entire time. You haven't made one substantial argument as to why Jordan really is the GOAT. The only thing that you're doing is talking about LeBron. And we've heard this same shit every time you motherfuckers come up here. It's getting annoying. It's played the fuck out. B-Lee, you go ahead, brother.
That's fine. That's fine, bro. Okay, Brandon Class. What if I tell you? Okay, I'm fine. Like I'm fine with you eliminating the titles before 1976.
I don't eliminate them. I don't eliminate them. I diminish their importance.
Dimension. Okay. So what if we told you that we don't value the 90s titles because it is the expansion era as much as we do in the 2000s? How would you react to that?
I would say that the core problem with that argument is that the expansion teams impacted the 2000s the same way they did the 90s. The best teams in the 1980s generally had 3 to 4 Hall of Famers on them. Celtics, Bird, McHale, Parrish, Lakers were the Kareem Magic. Most of the best teams in the 90s and 2000s had 2 Hall of Famers in their peak and prime. And so the expansion era did not impact the 90s different than the 2000s. But quickly to New World, I'm going to drop in a minute. The key difference between Jordan and LeBron is LeBron's two biggest weaknesses: can't play in a system, isn't a consistent shooter. Okay, Jordan has no significant.
So you're lying, basically, because LeBron played in multiple systems, and LeBron is definitely a consistent shooter. So you're just lying, bro. I don't care about what you got to say.
I have a question for Brandon.
System in Miami was small, in Cleveland with
Okay,
Tyler.
hold on, guys. Solo, ask the question, because I know you've been asking the question. Go ahead and ask Brandon the question.
Okay, so my question, Brandon, is how can you say that? How can you say with a straight face that Scottie Pippen did not have a teammate as good as Prime Wade? I mean, Michael Jordan did not have a teammate as good as LeBron with Prime Wade. How can you say that?
Because if I look at Dwayne Wade, so Scottie Pippen was a very good player, top 50 all time. I don't diminish Scottie Pippen. But Scottie Pippen had one key weakness. He was not a consistent shooter, and he frequently disappeared at the end of games. Jordan was the closer. He was the closer in almost every important game. Okay. But my point is, prime Dwayne Wade was good enough to be. I know. Hold on. I'm responding to your question. Prime Dwayne Wade was good enough. Prime Dwayne Wade was good enough to be a first option on a championship team. He was clear, and Shaq himself has admitted this. He was by far the first option when Miami won the finals in 2006. He was finals MVP. As good as Scottie Pippen was, he was never good enough to be the first option on a championship team.
All right. Number one, Scottie Pippen was good enough. He just didn't get the opportunity. That's one. Number two.
Never averaged over 23 a game.
Yo, King is right. He's right. Continue.
Can't say that Scottie Pippen disappeared in the end of games when there's moments where Scottie Pippen has saved Michael Jordan. He saved Michael Jordan in '92 in the finals, Game 6, when Michael Jordan got
that Game 6 play.
Saved Michael Jordan as a rookie, 88 in the last 3 games versus the Pistons, and he outplayed Michael Jordan. He actually outplayed Michael Jordan in Game 5 versus the Cavs. So he saved Michael Jordan on numerous occasions. That's number 2. And number 3, why are you acting like inconsistent shooting and scoring is everything? Scottie Pippen was an elite defender. He's one of the greatest defenders of all time. Dwayne Wade is nowhere near that. So if you're going to talk about being an all-time great player, you got to factor in both sides of the ball. It's not just scoring, which I understand is comprehend.
I have a question for Brandon.
Wait, hold on. Let me fire back. I want to ask you a question, okay? Here's my so Scottie's an elite defender, far better defender than Wade. Wade was also a very good defender. But my point is that Miami was one.
Dude, Wade got 8 all-defensive teams, nigga. Come on now. We need to stop with this Scottie Pippen disrespect.
I know. I'm asking him a question, okay? Miami was 1A, 1B with Wade and LeBron the first 2 years, 2010 and 2011. Name one year where the Bulls were ever 1A, 1B with Jordan and Pippen. They never were.
Nigga, every year, nigga. Every year in the 90s, nigga.
It happened the last 3 years. That was just the first year. That was just the first year.
It was not.
Wade and LeBron were only a 2-man game for 1 year, nigga. Scottie was there for an entire decade, nigga.
Hurt in 2012.
11 and 20. Hold on.
Wade after 2012 was not the same player as you talked about.
I don't argue that point. I'm saying the first 2 years. That's it.
I'm gonna answer what Brandon said. First of all, in 2011 and 2012, the dynamic that they had was similar to peak Jordan and peak Scottie, and I'm gonna explain. LeBron was the best player in the league. Dwayne Wade was like a top 5-ish player.
I'm gonna drop in about a minute. Yeah.
Hold on. Similar to peak Scottie Pippen, where he was a top 5-ish player in the league, and Michael Jordan was the best player in the league. That's a similar dynamic. No one was ever 1A, 1B. Scottie Pippen was never 1A, 1B with Jordan, and Dwayne Wade was never 1A, 1B with LeBron.
Dwayne Wade averaged 30 points a game.
Let Solo ask his question to Brandon Cass, because he's been trying to ask you a question.
That's just absurd.
So
first year, Dwayne Wade.
That's fine, Brandon Cass.
He averaged 30 a game.
Solo, ask your question.
Yo, Brandon, I hope I have your attention.
Stop bringing that up.
Brandon, I hope I have your attention. All right, so
yeah, Brandon, come on, guys. Let Solo ask his question. He's been trying to ask for 10 minutes.
Yo, Brandon. I hope I have your attention. I'm gonna assume you have Jordan as the greatest winner, okay? But I would disagree with that. My question to you is this: what would you define as team success?
I would define team success.
I'm sorry. My apologies. A team accomplishment. I'm sorry. Team accomplishment.
I think a team one of the things I've said, I think LeBron's greatest accomplishment is actually not winning a title. I think it's getting to the finals.
You're not answering my question.
I am answering. You cut me off 5 seconds in. What I'm saying is my definition of team accomplishment is a team achieving in line or overachieving with their talent. And so I would never, I don't cook LeBron for losing in the finals in 07. I cook LeBron for shooting 35% in that finals. They weren't going to win that series regardless of how good LeBron played.
Okay,
But he
okay,
played
you're okay.
I know, hold on.
Thank you, Brandon.
I'm responding.
I have a follow-up question, Brandon.
Thank you.
I know,
Brandon.
I'm responding to your
Talk all
question.
day.
Okay?
My follow-up
What
question
I know,
to
I'm
you is this.
responding to your question. What I'm saying is that my definition.
Thank you for answering, Brandon.
I'm responding to your question.
Thank you, Brandon.
And I'm going to end in 5
My
seconds.
following question to you is this.
What I said is
would you consider excuse me, Brandon, would you consider making it to the second round as a team accomplishment? Yes or no?
Based on your roster. It's achieving
Brandon,
in
do you
line
consider
or overachieving with
making it to the second round a team accomplishment? Yes or no?
If you are maxing out your roster, yes.
Do you consider making it to the conference finals and losing a team accomplishment?
If you're maxing out your roster, yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, lastly, do you consider achieving 60 wins with your team but not making the second round a team accomplishment?
Okay, it depends on what your roster is. It depends on.
Just answer the question.
I can't answer it.
Yes, it is an answer.
He's not going to answer you in a yes or no, my nigga. He's just not going to
answer, dude.
These JDRs always going to try to do some mental gymnastics. That's what they do.
Okay.
No,
all
okay.
Right,
so anyways, I'm going to drop it. Hold on. Let me respond to this. Okay. So Kevin Garnett lost in the first round his first 7 years in the NBA. I don't use that against Garnett. He was playing elite teams. He had garbage rosters. And so when you say what is team success, it's all about who the player is, what the roster is. Are you playing in line? As I said, one of the dumbest things that LeBron people do is they talk about 2016 instead of 2018. LeBron getting to the finals in 2018 without Kyrie was much more impressive than beating Golden State with an injured Curry, Bogut hurt, and Draymond Green suspended. 2018 is LeBron's case for the GOAT. It's not 2016.
I disagree. But Brandon, I don't think you're getting what I'm trying to say. All right? I'm just gonna tell you straight up. LeBron is the greatest winner of all time. He has more 60.
Based on what?
Let me finish. All right. In their first 7 years, LeBron had 2 60-win seasons with Mo Williams as his co-star.
Right.
All right.
In the trash heap.
Let me finish, Brandon. It took Jordan to have Phil Jackson to achieve a 60-win season. When Jordan achieved his first 50-win season was with Scottie Pippen. What? Are you kidding me? So how are you gonna tell me he's the greatest winner?
What is your point? With Scottie, there was Horace Grant not also there? Did B.J. Armstrong also arrive?
I'm sorry.
Bring up everybody. It wasn't just Scottie Pippen, man. Scottie Pippen was drafted in '87. They didn't win a championship until 1991.
Phil came at the right
Stop acting like they started winning when Pippen was drafted. That ain't happened, guy.
Listen, my point was a team. My point was a team accomplishment.
They started winning when Pippen was put in the starting lineup. That's for damn sure.
They didn't. You guys lined up in '89. Did they win in '89?
Phil came at the right time. Phil came when the team
was he in the starting lineup in '89?
Yes.
Hold on, let me finish. Phil came.
Okay, that was because Jordan got pushed left. That's why they lost.
Phil came when Jordan got physically stronger. Phil came when Pippen was in year 2. Phil's a good coach, but he came at the
sounds like a good
time.
excuse.
The Bulls would have won regardless of whether Phil was there or not.
Wow.
Is that an excuse or a fact? I thought we had to blame the best player when teams lose. Because all y'all do is blame LeBron, nigga. So why ain't Jordan getting that smoke? Why y'all trying to blame Pippen?
I've said Michael Jordan was not. Michael Jordan had to change the way he played. In the 80s, Michael was just an ISO player. He wasn't a good off the ball player.
So why did he win?
I know. I said.
Hold
on. I'm responding to your point. I've said Michael Jordan had to play. The best version of Michael Jordan was 90s Jordan, not 80s Jordan. Even though Jordan was more athletic in the 80s, his basketball
excuses, y'all.
How to play in a system.
I thought the GOAT had to be on point all the time because y'all heard what they be talking about LeBron in 2009, right?
Yeah. Hey, Beasley, let me come up after in a little bit. Let me come up.
All right. Brandon Cass, I know you said you have to leave, but one final question. When did Michael Jordan become the GOAT and why? Last question before you get out of here.
He achieved 2 things that no player had achieved in the post-merger NBA. Number 1, he won 3 straight titles without a second all-time great player. Number 2, he had 3 Finals MVPs. It's what Jordan had achieved.
Oh my God, bro!
No, let me finish. What
Jordan
Jordan had achieved as an individual and what he had done
This
as a
dude's a
team
liar,
had not been done by any other player or team in the post-merger NBA.
Coach Brand is
All right.
So
Well,
you saying
thank you
Scottie Pippen wasn't
for
an
your answer.
all-time great in
He doesn't
1993?
consider Scottie Pippen as a great player. He doesn't
Oh my
consider him as
God.
a great
I
player.
didn't either when I
Coach
watched him play in the
That's
'90s.
why
I
the
did.
6 championships
I
don't
Oh
matter.
didn't
my
either.
God, bro.
He just said
All right, all
93.
right. Who's that? Michael Land? You're saying okay? So you're another Jordan is the GOAT guy, right?
Yes, Jordan is the
Okay.
GOAT.
When did Michael Jordan become the GOAT and why?
I would say 2009 when Skip and all them guys started arguing about it, and we had YouTube coming up, so we actually got to see watch a little bit more from the past and all that. So I didn't have a conclusion of no GOAT back in the '90s. I was like, I mean, I went from being 12 to 22 from '90 to 2000. So that's my favorite era. Not for nobody else to feel the same way, but
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't think
So basically,
I didn't think Jordan was the best. I thought he was the best in that era at the time. Then I said, okay, now overall, out of all the eras I've watched and heard about, I got to go with Jordan.
okay. So basically, in '90, what 3 or when did you think like Michael Jordan was like the best player you ever seen?
Well, I was
98.
22 when he I was 22 when he I was 22 when 20 when he retired. So I wasn't the best. I can't say he's the best player because I had still more to watch. Kobe
Okay.
was coming up, and I was thinking, man, Kobe could probably pass this guy. LeBron had the reputation of, oh, he's going to be great, and that didn't turn out so well. And like I said, so far, Steph Curry's come onto the scene, and he had a chance to fight for that GOAT case, but no, it's been Jordan, and it's been Jordan so far.
Okay. So what made Jordan the GOAT in 2009?
When when I had to come up there and come up with a list, I'm like, all of a sudden they want to talk about because Skip Bayless wants to hate on LeBron all the damn time. Want to say such and such and such and such, and now this whole top 10 started happening. And like I said, so when I made him listen, the reason why I said Michael Jordan because of the resume. Jordan has probably the greatest resume of all time.
Negative.
He accomplished it in 13 years.
Negative.
So what makes Jordan's resume great? Like
So you
what in
talking about you
Jordan's
gonna
resume stated him the greatest? What in his resume?
What in his resume? You mean what he's
Yeah,
done since he came into the league to what he's finished in '98? Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to understand what he accomplished to make him the greatest.
What he accomplished?
That's what it is. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like like I said, I feel like he came in booking. He came in a star. He left a star. He came in averaging 28. He retired averaging 28 in 2008. And I mean, and everything he done in the middle between there with the 10 scoring titles. He led the league in scoring 11 times. Led the league in scoring his rookie year, but he on most points scored, not the average. That was Bernard King who won the scoring title.
So would you put the all-time scoring record below leading 10, 11 years in your era?
Say that question again.
Would you put leading the league in your era 11 times over having more points than anybody who played the game?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. It depends on, like I said, if you're talking about longevity, which I know you're referring to. Like I said, you do something longer doesn't mean you did it better. So
you're saying leading the league in points 11 times is greater than having more points than everybody?
Yeah, because it only came with one scoring title. He only dominated the league once, or he's only the best player in the league in scoring once. Give me the guy who did it 10 times.
He has more points than everybody in the history of the game.
Okay, he played
everybody
longer than everybody.
Played the game. Because he's better than everybody. You can't
don't make you better.
uncorrelate the two of them. The two of them are directly correlated.
Who do you have as the second greatest scorer of all time? Who do you have as the second greatest scorer of all time?
I'll go with Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you have as the third?
I didn't make this list, man. popping up these questions.
I mean, it's just a simple question, like who you think are the greatest scorers.
I'll go Steph Curry.
So you have
Why
Steph
is Jordan
Curry.
a better
You don't have
scorer than
LeBron in your
Wilt?
top 3 of scorers. You don't have LeBron in your top 3 of scoring because he has more points than everybody.
No,
is that your reason?
Well, no,
it's because he only has one scoring
that would be a
title.
reason to have him as my greatest scorer, like you do. But I don't look at it as somebody who played a long stretch of years.
Nigga, LeBron got the most 40-point games in a playoff series, nigga.
Got the most 40-point games.
Hey, Big Lee, hey, let me get my LeBron licks in. I've been listening for a minute. Let me go. If you got another question, go ahead. Let me get my LeBron licks in. But go ahead.
All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See, this is the reason why you do create a crayon table. Yeah. They want to stand over there. Other people come in there and try to get your attention and just say in and everything. You come into a mosh pit of people that are actually objective. A lot of these people just say, hey, I'm a subjective person. Everything I say is my personal opinions, my feelings and my beliefs and my preference. They cannot compete with nobody that's really into the LeBron thing because we know it's not based upon just my individual way I feel. These are not universal. I mean, I can prove these things universal. And when you can prove what we're saying about LeBron, forget saying this subjective stuff. We know that's personal, and that's all they're doing. And people in here, most people can prove what they're saying about LeBron, and it hurts. Everything you say about Michael, I guarantee you, I can't prove universally your eye test. This is what people are going to say about MJ. I love MJ. I seen him play eye test wise. Hell yes. Yes, man, he did it. And he did it for a period of time that most people couldn't touch. Now, however, these people like LeBron them come into the league. Now I can actually prove, okay, LeBron can't dribble. LeBron can't score. This man, not you personally. No, not you personally, but we know LeBron is the most all-time winningest playoff winner. And then on top of that, we know
loser, by the way, and all-time loser.
That would be correct.
You said be objective.
Just like LeBron got the most points and the most misses.
Okay, that would be correct. The most turnovers and all of that. But however,
the most makes too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's made shots in playoff history too.
Most turnovers too.
Yes, but we know
playoff points, most playoff steals,
most clutch shots in NBA history. Most
losses in the finals.
Most playoff, most series wins in playoff history.
Exactly.
The only nigga to lead both teams in every stat in the finals.
Right. You guys are continue to overtalk him. So for you guys saying he's the greatest loser, who is the number one? Like, who are we measuring that against? If he's the greatest loser, who are we measuring him up against?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
because by all accounts, it should be Bill Russell.
Who are we measuring him up against? Who has lost the least? Whoever said LeBron is the greatest loser? Who are we measuring that against?
He don't got an answer.
You don't got to answer that.
Okay. Is that a question? Is that for me?
Okay, so we're saying
the objective guy.
He is the worst turnover of the ball. Who are we measuring that up against? Who are we measuring that up against? Who has the fewest turnovers? Who has the fewest losses? Who are we measuring him up against?
There's nobody. If he's first and all that, nobody. He's first. There's no measuring up to that. What do you mean?
Objectively, you already know he's better. LeBron is better. Objectively,
someone
better
who
at
is
what?
the least loser of
He's
all
better
time.
At what?
Who is this person? Who is this person? Who has the least turnovers of all time? Who is this person?
You niggas like to harp on these stats only because LeBron got them. Yeah. Nigga, we told y'all Kobe had the fucking missed shot record for over 5 years, nigga, and y'all niggas just batted an eye.
You brought
like
the
that
stats.
wasn't nothing.
He asked me what was more accomplishment, 10 scoring titles or most points. I said 10 scoring titles, and y'all brought up the stats.
Hey, bro, when the other guy was
don't
cut him off.
Yeah,
It's
because
still
scoring titles are
subjective.
stats, nigga. It's a stat.
So
You just led the
basically,
league in
you
points per
can't measure
game, nigga.
LeBron
It's
as
a
being
fucking stat.
you
I
can't
said
measure LeBron
accomplishment.
as being the worst loser if you cannot measure him against who did it better than everyone in the history of the game. Who did it better than everyone in the history of the game?
To me, Jordan.
Jordan has lost got swept in the first round multiple times. So how is that
He never got swept
being
in a
measured up
7-game
against?
series.
And you know
Never
what
got
shut
swept in a
that
Yes, he
7-game
argument down,
went
series.
B-Lee?
multiple times in the playoffs.
He never got swept in a
Bill
7-game
Russell
series.
won 11
You're
rings.
just splitting
He won
hairs,
He
nigga.
never
11
He still
went in a
got
rings.
7-game
swept.
Who are we
series.
how
He
Say
can
I'm
we
still
wrong.
got
measure
swept.
someone who has half the titles as Bill Russell?
No.
We're putting
Hey,
that person on top.
Your guy
And
got swept in a 7-game series 3 times.
he has way less titles than Bill Russell. We want to put him above Bill Russell. Do you realize how ignorant that sounds?
I don't even know.
it's an
I got nothing
argument
on Bill
ender.
Russell.
It's an
I'm
argument
on
ender,
P-Cats.
B-Lee.
Anything before the merger, I don't care about. I
Hey,
don't.
hey,
None
look.
of them dudes.
You gotta discount
You
errors.
want to eliminate greatness so we can elevate somebody else.
I guess I
That's
don't
what you're
know.
doing. If that's the case,
You're
we
telling me
should
it's greatness. I
eliminate
don't know if it was
everything.
That
greatness.
means he's
Did
not
you
the
watch the
GOAT.
60s?
Nigga,
Hey,
That
the
means he's
GOAT
not
is
the
greatest
greatest
of
in it.
all
We have to
time, nigga. That
eliminate.
means
Most
all
people
eras,
didn't watch
nigga,
the
all
90s.
time.
You don't know if
You
you
can't
witnessing
discount
greatness in
Bill
the
Russell
60s.
just to elevate
Did you
Jordan.
watch
Eliminate
those? Did you watch those
to
ugly
make
games?
LeBron James number
It don't
one.
matter,
He's
nigga.
just number one.
Talk about
We
that
don't
was
have to
greatness.
eliminate things.
Most
yeah.
We
people
don't
Nigga, you
have to
barely
eliminate
watched
things.
That
Jordan
wasn't
in the 90s,
greatness.
nigga.
most
You
people
barely watched
didn't watch
Jordan in the
the
90s,
90s.
nigga. You don't know what greatness is.
Dude,
You said
Hey,
you didn't have a goat
they
to
got
2009.
video footage of Babe Ruth hitting his last home run in like 1938, but they don't have footage of Wilt Chamberlain scoring in the 60s, 100 points.
They
Come on,
got
man,
footage of it.
it
It's just
didn't
not a lot
happen.
of footage. At the end of the day, the stats are recorded, nigga.
I want to do
hey,
greatness.
They're on the books, nigga. They're in NBA history, nigga. It's a
Yeah,
part
I
of it.
know.
You
Yeah.
can't say
You guys
somebody's the
like
The
greatest
to
of
same the
all
same books
time
y'all are
credit
and
calling
then you
Jordan
based
stats
off
discount
fake
certain
on.
LeBron.
eras.
Hey, Lee,
That's
can
Are
I
not
those the
how
pose
it
same
again
books
works,
for
that
him?
nigga.
Jordan stats are fake?
No, there are full games of Bill Russell, Will
Nigga,
Chamberlain.
I
Stats of
believe
Bill.
his stats are fake. But at the end of the day, they're on the books, nigga, so we can't take it away from him. He got the
It sounds like
DPOY,
y'all
nigga, so
do
what
that.
am I going to do about it?
hey,
Y'all don't
Nigga,
want to keep
it is
saying
what it
fake
is.
steals.
you too.
Nigga,
Hey,
we
no,
proved that shit was
go.
fake,
You
though.
got YouTube.
We
You got
actually, you
YouTube.
didn't prove Bill Russell shit was
Yeah.
fake. You didn't prove Will
No,
Chamberlain shit was fake.
You
We
guys
proved
just
that Jordan shit
hijack
was fake.
what Uses was saying
No, he
because
didn't
y'all
prove
want to
that
bring
either.
up things that don't make any sense. Y'all want to try to discredit LeBron James for certain things, and you don't have anything to really measure why he's the greatest loser. Who has the least losses?
I
Why
had
did
the answer.
Who
I
has
had the
the
answer.
least
I had the
losses?
answer.
Who are we measuring this person
I had
against?
the
I'm
answers.
not calling
Who
LeBron the
has the least
greatest loser.
turnovers? Who are we measuring this person against? Who has the least missed shots?
hey,
Who are we measuring him against?
yeah. Go measure Michael Jordan with somebody with 14 years. Don't come talking over here with me about somebody with 22 years of play, because I'm not going to let you argue about somebody that got played in the NBA for 5 years and start getting in the GOAT debate already. But people do that all the time. I'm like, look,
No,
okay,
these
Mike
niggas,
is great. Go argue with somebody with 14 years and y'all had that conversation. We talking about people the longevity. Who do you compare LeBron to is what he was trying to say. Okay, okay, name the people
no,
with
not
this
even.
time. And no, hold on. This is what makes it so hard for LeBron. Who do you measure him against based upon his resume? You don't goddamn measure up a guy from 1 year with a guy with 20 years. That's not how it goes. First of all, it's not provable because you don't even have the data. Michael don't even have the data.
Was anybody saying this stuff when
Can I
Kobe
go
Bryant had the
next?
most missed shots?
He
Nobody
told
was saying that
Billy,
when Kobe
can
was
I
a
go
shot
next?
chucker and
And
he
guess
led the
what?
league in
Y'all
missed
didn't
shots.
listen to him. He said he told y'all Skip Bayless
See,
told him
you pick and choose when you want to
who the
talk about
GOAT
something.
was. He said
Skip
Skip
Bayless
Yeah, I
told him.
mean, he got it from
told
Skip
him.
Bayless. Well, I mean, yeah, he
He
was
said
popular
Skip
with the
Bayless
cold
told
He
him who
pieces
the
said,
back
GOAT
in
yeah,
the
he
was.
said Skip
yeah.
Bayless told him.
Y'all can't argue against him. Skip Bayless told him who the GOAT was. Skip told him.
Wait, hold
I
on.
mean, just think about
Hey,
it. Ain't nobody in the top 10 with 0 turnovers. Ain't nobody in the top 10 with 0 missed shots. Ain't nobody in the top
Kobe
10
got the most
with 0 losses, nigga.
Kobe's
That's
top
not
10
how
in
it fucking works.
turnovers.
But there is somebody in the top 10 with 6 finals losses, isn't there?
Is that there's nigga, having 6 finals losses don't mean shit, nigga, because
Of
you
course it
lose in
doesn't.
the
Of course
first
it
round.
doesn't.
That's just as bad as
It's
losing
Sound
in
like
the
a
finals.
loser.
If I lose
Bronny
in the
James
finals,
in
nigga,
front
It
of
that
sounds like
means I
Cleveland.
lost to the
it
best
sounds like
team
you're
in the
defending a
NBA.
loser when you say
How is
that.
that no? It's not defending losing. If I went up against the best team in my own conference, right? Because this is the argument that y'all use for Jordan. He lost to the fucking Celtics, right, in the first round, got swept twice. If he was in the fucking Western Conference and he went to the finals and faced off against that team, he still would have got swept, regardless of what round it was in. So just because LeBron faced a tougher
Let me
team
send y'all a
in the
super chat.
finals, nigga, and didn't lose in his own conference, I'm not gonna dock him for that. At the end of the day, you still lost to a better team. You
That's like
expect
saying
LeBron to
Bronny
win
James
games
is a better
against a
shooter than
better
Jordan
team.
because he has less missed shots. He has
Yeah,
less turnovers than you.
Jordan has never beaten a team that was better than his own team. But you guys expect LeBron to go to the finals and win against a team that's better than him, and then y'all dock him for not winning. That doesn't make sense to me. That type of basketball logic is flawed as fuck. Because like I said, tell me a
Great
time
answer,
that
New
Jordan
World.
beat a
Great
team that was
answer.
better
Great
than his
answer.
own team.
Great answer,
Tell
New
me.
World. Great answer.
Tell me.
Hey, let's let
Any Jordan
two
fan
cents
tell
get
me,
his
when
take
did
out
Jordan beat a team that
because
was
you
better than
guys
his?
Hey, B-Lee, can I go after
interrupted him a
2
few
cents?
times.
B-Lee,
Yeah,
can I
you
go
can.
after
You
2
can.
cents?
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, you
definitely
can.
going after
You
that
can't tell
dude.
me not one time. So it's just like, nigga, when you guys put these expectations on 22-year-old LeBron in 2007 or in 2018 with LeBron with that trash ass roster that got revamped at the trade deadline, or in 2015 where Kevin Love and Kyrie are hurt, or in 2014 when Wade and Bosh are just fucking trash, nigga, and there's no help for him in the finals. So nigga, he got those on his record, right? So but you go over here talking about 4 and 6. Like, how is that good logic, bro? You're arguing in bad faith when you use that argument. That's why I don't care about finals losses, nigga.
Finals losses wasn't a thing until Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith made it a thing. All these little narratives I've been hearing this entire show literally have been propagated and promoted by Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, Rob Parker, who was his name? All these NBA pundits that you see on ESPN that love to talk about how they the NBA guys. These dudes have been propagating this final losses. He's not clutch. He's a loser. He's this. He's that. For 20 something years, and y'all still haven't been able to knock this man out of this conversation. We didn't stop. We didn't start talking about We did not start talking about finals losses until LeBron started going to back. 8 times this man went to the final straight. We did not start talking about that because guess what? Jordan couldn't do it. The motherfucker had to take a break. That's why they had to sit here and start hyping up finals losses. And for the idiot who sat here and said LeBron James got the most finals losses, you must not have heard of a man named Jerry West.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
You must not have heard of a man named Jerry West.
Wait a minute. They must have not heard of a man named Jerry West and Elgin Baylor. So two players that got.
We need to stop. We need to stop this. A finals loss isn't bad. You had the opportunity to win. Jordan, to me, the more times you get to the finals, tells me how good of a player you are. Jordan, out of 15 years, he can only get there 6 times. And for the person talking about, and for Brandon Katz talking about LeBron James not being able to play in the system, Jordan couldn't win without a system. Because we saw him when he played with Doug Collins, and Doug Collins let Michael Jordan do whatever he wants. He was a first-round exit every year, under 500. So this notion that a system makes you a great player, that shows your weaknesses as a player.
Yo, twin man, what's LeBron doing with Doug Collins? Tell me what LeBron's doing with Doug Collins.
He probably gonna take him to the finals.
Why you did 5 other coaches?
Hey,
Twin man, right?
Twin,
because Twin man said
he done did his homework. Twin did his homework because when you talk about final losses, everybody knows Jerry West lost the most in NBA history. We know that.
And he the only nigga to win a Finals MVP on the losing team, and he was the first nigga to win Finals MVP. The first nigga to win Finals MVP was a loser,
so now
nigga.
that's factually proof that he is the greatest loser.
Hey, John.
Objectively,
the greatest loser is Jerry West.
Twin did his homework. Hey, I wish I had a horn. Twin, you did your homework on that one. Go ahead. It's not even doing homework, bro. We just got to stop lying. At the end of the day, everything evolves. We look at what they talk about: football, baseball, basketball is the only one where we have to sit here and try to hold on to the nostalgia of one person. Jordan's going to get his credit because he took the game global. He's going to always get his props for that. But to say he was the best player ever is just bullshit. It just really is. So you had somebody up here saying Jordan had no weaknesses, even though literally they used the same strategy against him 3 years in a fucking row, and he lost. Push him left. He can't dribble.
He can't pass.
Dribble 2 times and pick up the ball.
Yeah, he can't pass out of double teams. He turned the ball over.
You have people talking about Jordan and Kobe in that situation being double teamed. They're going to look to score. No, a smart basketball player is going to look for the open man.
Yep.
Indeed. Like, what are you talking
Jordan
about?
bricking all them
It's a
shots,
weakness
nigga.
not to have a good basketball IQ. If you're taking a contested jump shot and I'm going to pass to the open man, I think my play of me passing to the open man is more of a basketball, has a higher basketball IQ than taking a contested jump shot. Y'all are just insane.
They think
insane.
They think taking a contested shot is Mamba mentality is better than LeBron. That's what they think.
Nigga, that's why Kobe doesn't shoot 50% for his career, and that's why Jordan is a brick fest.
Exactly.
That's why Jordan
shot difficulties.
Jordan led the league in fucking missed shots, nigga, for 7 years. How do you lead the league in missed shots for 7 years in a row, nigga?
He led the league in made shots 2 for 10.
Yeah, but we know
he still led the league in missed shots, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because it mattered for LeBron, so it mattered for Jordan too. We got to keep that same energy.
We can't talk about the time losses, but the missed shots. Let's talk about that.
Y'all are gonna praise people.
Y'all talk about LeBron leading in missed shots. Don't y'all talk about that all the time when we talk about how many points he got?
Which is not
that shit's not what's up. You took a bunch of shots to get the 30 points, and everybody praises that shit. You took the most shots in the NBA every fucking year. Led the league 7 different years for the most.
Then you should lead the league in scoring, right? If you do that
in the league, just to
Quinn,
get your
you should lead the league in scoring if you take the most shots, right?
LeBron James a stat pattern. Like, come on,
stat pattern.
Man, they do realize LeBron could have done what Jordan did. He just didn't want to because it wasn't team smart basketball.
Yeah. No, that means you couldn't do what you did.
Y'all act like LeBron couldn't average a 30-point triple-double for his career,
Jordan
nigga.
led the league in shot taken and missed.
Exactly.
8 years in a fucking row just so he can get 30 points and lead the league in scoring.
Yeah, LeBron could have averaged 30 in 2011. He just chose to average 17.
All-time leading scorer is not as impressive than leading the league in scoring. And we need to stop.
LeBron averaged 30 when I can average 17.
You don't get a fucking trophy. You don't get a trophy for
You
leading the
talking
league in
about one
scoring.
series, nigga? I'm talking about for a career, nigga.
Steals. You don't get a trophy for leading the league in rebounds. That shit ain't titles. You just led it for that year.
Yep. Hey, New World. Watch how Jordan fans get infuriated when I bring up 88 versus the Pistons in the last 2 games. Watch how they get mad when
motherfucker. You got a nigga that's MVP and DPOY that choked to a team that didn't even have an all-NBA player on it, bro. And you talking about 2011. Okay. Nigga, LeBron wasn't the MVP. LeBron was the DPOY, nigga.
I already heard Ajani say that.
Nigga, he got cooked by a team that didn't even have multiple all-stars on it, nigga.
Yeah. Home court advantage.
2011 Mavs.
King John,
not letting you compare.
King John, why are you not talking?
Hey, you know that's a peon.
MJ has the worst shooting percentage in the 3-point competition, right?
Oh no,
of all time, the worst of all time.
The worst.
King John, how many times?
He a better shooter than LeBron.
King John, how many times did Jordan lose a playoff series with home court advantage? How many times did he lose a series with home court advantage?
That's too objective, bro. But answer the question, John.
I know King John can answer that.
So you're saying that he didn't lose when he had the better team. He still had a better team than the Pistons. He still had a better team than the Pistons when he lost to them all 3 years. It don't matter if he had home court or not. You're over here trying to split hairs, nigga. You're making excuses.
LeBron didn't choke in 2007.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to figure out why losing at home.
LeBron didn't choke in 2007, but Jordan choked in 88.
I agree with that. But 2011,
MJ lost to the same team 3 times. I mean,
LeBron didn't choke in 2011. We already went over this.
He lost with a team that had dirt.
Man, dude, you're still doing a Heimlich maneuver to get that shit, whatever got 2011 out of him.
2 years in a row.
Y'all asking a relevant-ass question.
Y'all niggas like to talk about the Mavs. The Mavs, top to bottom, were a better team than the Miami Heat.
Yeah,
They just
had a
were.
bunch.
They really
Y'all
were.
niggas look at Wade, Bosh, and LeBron and just think, oh, nigga, that just makes them a better team. It's like, no, nigga, 3 players doesn't make you better than a team, nigga. An
But
I
actual
don't think
team
Dallas.
that's
I'm
played
not saying
together for
Dallas was a better
multiple
team than the
years.
Lakers, and Lakers lost to
They
them.
had Dallas had a better bench than the Heat did.
Dallas was not a better team.
Y'all don't like to bring that up. The fact that their bench outscored the Heat every single game that they played. They had to rely on their starters heavily to even win 2 games.
And why are we skipping
Y'all
over?
don't like
Hold
to
on,
talk about
Nura,
that.
I have a question.
Y'all always like
Why
to
are
bring
we
up
skipping over the
2011,
fact
nigga,
that
but y'all
before he
don't
got
want
Because
to
it
put
Dallas
happened. What do you
context.
Mavericks
mean
got
you
to the
like to bring
finals,
it up? You
they
didn't bring up
lost,
swept the
nigga.
defending
1988.
champions.
Didn't he bring up 1988? I
Hold
did.
up, real quick.
Okay,
I
we bring
gotta
up
ask this question.
2011. And y'all had
Real
home
quick,
court
real
advantage.
quick. Why do I
Okay,
have to ask this question? Why do
all right,
y'all
go ahead.
skip over the fact that the Dallas Mavericks literally swept the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers before they got to the finals? Kobe gets
It's a
no
fact.
credit for that.
Exactly. And
No.
they had
Lakers
home court
choked.
advantage, right?
Twin, I agree. Lakers choked. Kobe choked. There you go.
So
You
you
bet. You
can't
feel
say
better now?
Lakers
that.
didn't
So
choke,
So
now,
at the
but
end of the
Dallas
day,
Mavericks
so,
were
using that
just
home
playing
court
so
good.
advantage
Kobe,
is
KD,
splitting
and
hairs,
LeBron
nigga.
all
They still
choked.
lost. They didn't choke.
They didn't
Jordan
choke. They
You
just
know
lost
how
to
bad
They
that
were just
sounds to
they went
people.
up against a better team, nigga, that had a better defensive strategy.
Man,
They had
nobody
a
thought that
better
team was
coach.
going to win the
They
finals.
were just the best team, nigga.
Y'all realize
They
Dallas
played
whooping
the best
everybody's
in the
ass, all
playoffs,
the
nigga.
top teams. You realize in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks was whooping all the top teams' ass all
Yeah,
year, that
the
year.
Heat didn't beat the
Like,
Heat
why
didn't
do
beat
y'all
the
make it
Mavs
seem
not
like
once in
Dallas
the
just
regular
wasn't that
season.
good?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Dallas
saying. Like, y'all
whooped
niggas like
everybody's
to
ass.
completely remove context and just say he choked against a bad team. Nigga, the Heat didn't beat Dallas not one time in the regular season. They steamrolled their way through the West, and then they met up with the fucking Miami in the playoffs, nigga. And y'all thought that LeBron was supposed to average 35 points a game and win Finals MVP and win the championship. Maybe if that was the game plan, they could have did that. But that's
That
not
was
what the fucking Miami Heat game plan was. They weren't trying to do that. So at the end of the day, they
Exactly.
turned LeBron into a facilitator, and LeBron averaged 17 points a game, and they lost.
LeBron played.
Imagine me telling you this. They keep talking about LeBron can't do this and do that. Like, oh, he ain't got but one arm. He can't dribble. He got one eye. Okay, imagine losing to that dude. Imagine. Think about all the people. You want to talk crap about somebody. Oh, like, okay, what does that say about you? You lost to a guy. I was impressed with D Wade because I know he couldn't shoot a 3, but you still couldn't stop him. You could not stop him. But now everybody want to tell you what LeBron James' deficiencies are. At the end of the day, he was an elite rebounder. He's an elite assist player. At one time he was an elite defender. Now, talk about whoever you trying to big up. We know Michael Jordan wasn't no elite assist maker. Nor was Kobe Bryant. None of that. And neither one were elite defenders.
Nobody in the triangle offense were at least we're having a lot of assists. Nobody who played in the triangle. Equal opportunity basketball, just like Golden State Warriors. That's why there's no consistent
That's
leader
a
of assists
lie.
for the Golden State Warriors.
Scotty was an elite facilitator.
What did he average? What did Scotty average? 5 assists? Come on, man.
Jordan and Kobe are elite scorers, but LeBron has more points. Explain that. Jordan and Kobe are elite scorers, but LeBron has more points. So what they are elite at, LeBron is better at them at.
Because LeBron is way more consistent.
Yo, Michael,
way more.
Michael, I'm confused.
Hey, Craig, you gonna keep on rolling.
Yo, I got some. Yo, Michael, I'm confused on how one of the greatest winners, Bill Russell, before he unfortunately passed away, he says it's all about buckets. So how you gonna tell me the nigga with the most points in the whole damn NBA ain't
It's
better
trash.
than Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
they
hold on, brother.
call LeBron trash.
I gotta tell you.
I'm not finished.
Oh,
The
go ahead, bro.
last thing I remember is when LeBron was at his top, they compared him to the Dynasty Celtics. 8 in a row. Michael Jordan has never been compared to something like that. LeBron by himself made not one, not two, not three, not four, not five.
All-around player of all time. This is what I hate. They like to say LeBron averaged 15 points per game in 2011 to diminish him, but they don't take into account that he averaged like 8 rebounds and 8 assists. They only care about scoring.
Right.
That's the JDR.
Who averages 8 rebounds?
I want to explain why Bron is the GOAT and why I have him as the GOAT.
Hold on, brother. Let me just say this real quick. Because they be talking about Dirk like this motherfucker don't got 30,000 points. So, like, that's also a great scorer.
Yeah. So I want to explain why LeBron is the GOAT. He has a combination of everything. You talking about accolades, LeBron has the most All NBA team selections in NBA history. LeBron has the most All-Star selections in NBA history. LeBron has the most Player of the Months in NBA history. You want to go to triple doubles? LeBron has the most triple doubles in finals history. You want LeBron is the only player in NBA history to average a triple double in the finals. You want to go to durability? LeBron has the most minutes in NBA history. LeBron has the most seasons in NBA history. LeBron has the most games played in playoff history. You want to go to defense? LeBron has the most steals in playoff history. LeBron has the most defensive rebounds in NBA history.
Oh,
LeBron
stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. You talking objective. Because we can prove what you saying.
Just keep going with these pointless. Keep going.
We want to talk about winning. So y'all talking about, he's a loser. He's a loser. Well, LeBron has the most playoff wins in NBA in playoff history.
Soon gonna have
LeBron has the most series wins in playoff history. LeBron has the most win shares in playoff history. LeBron finna have the most wins if you combine regular season and playoff in NBA history. All he needs is 33 more wins. He'll be the most winningest player in NBA history. So we talking about all this. He has the combination of everything. MJ don't. MJ don't. All y'all do is y'all brag about his scoring. LeBron has the most points in NBA history. LeBron has the most 30 points games in NBA history. LeBron has the most.
It don't come with dominance. It doesn't come with dominance. I'll take dominance over consistency. I'll take your consistent LeBron to dominant Michael Jordan. I'll take dominance over consistency. Dominance over consistency.
LeBron is the most dominant, nigga. Jordan didn't even go to 5 straight.
Jordan. It's not even a
thing. Jordan couldn't even play 10 straight years.
The guy just said, who's the guy who just said, just talk 14 years? Who's the guy who said, just talk 14 years?
Nigga, Hakeem won 2 off his watch, and he got beat by Shaq in the playoffs, nigga. After he choked and turned the ball over twice in the last minute of the game. So at the end of the day, Jordan didn't dominate like LeBron dominated. He dominated a weaker competition, nigga, and he stepped off of his game. He wasn't consistent, nigga.
I give you one pass. I give you one person for tougher competition.
Nigga.
You only got one argument for tougher competition. That's Steph Curry.
Tougher competition is not the only competition, nigga. He dominated during the tougher
That's probably the only one Jordan could figure out.
Got stats, got domination, nigga. Got winning. He got everything, nigga. He got everything over Jordan. There's not one stat that Jordan has over LeBron except for points per game, nigga. That's all he has. LeBron got everything else.
LeBron's the only player in NBA history to lead both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks in the finals.
I'm not even gonna give you scoring titles. At the end of the day, scoring titles is just points per game, nigga. So at the end of the day, that's all Jordan got. LeBron got everything, nigga, over everybody, nigga.
I got a question about that. Did you know?
Points per game. We're just shut.
Hold on. Let me say this. Did you know in 2016, LeBron led in the playoffs before he reached the finals? That nigga led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. And then he went to the finals and led both teams in.
He's the only player to do that.
Then what?
He's the only player to do that.
And wait.
MJ didn't do it.
What did he do after game 4? What did LeBron do after game 4?
No,
LeBron cried, right? LeBron cried down Silver.
MJ didn't do it. Kobe didn't do it. Kareem didn't do it.
And Jordan didn't cry to David Stern, nigga. Oh, they beat me up.
I just hope you know that you lost, bro.
What on that Pistons team got?
I'm not gonna play.
King John, how many players got suspended on that Pistons team?
Nigga. If he
how many times did Jordan benefit from a suspension?
How many times Jordan cry off of fucking calls in the playoffs, nigga? Crying to the refs so he can get a foul.
Hey, Michael,
he didn't retire like MJ. He didn't retire like MJ.
You're pretty weak.
LeBron not a quitter, nigga. LeBron don't quit, nigga. He goes straight back into it, nigga. Every year, consistent, nigga. He not a fucking quitter like that bum MJ.
It took Jordan 19 years to play 1,000 games.
It took you 19 years to play 15 seasons, nigga, and you trying to compare it to a nigga who was consistent,
it took Jordan
nigga.
5 seasons to reach 60 wins,
nigga. This motherfucker got the most minutes and the most games.
It only took 14 to play 13 seasons.
This nigga played more. This nigga done played 100 games in the season. This nigga LeBron has played more 100-game seasons than any other player in NBA history because he's just consistently in the finals, nigga, consistently making deep playoff runs back to back. Y'all make excuses for Kobe saying he was tired, nigga, and that's why he lost in 2011. He was tired after going to three.
How can you brag about so much playoff success? He ain't fucking winning.
It took 8 straight finals, nigga. It took 8 straight finals for LeBron to miss the playoffs.
To Bill Russell.
It took 8 straight finals for LeBron to miss the playoffs. Nigga. Just think about that. That's how long LeBron was dominating, nigga.
Scoring records. That's all he got.
LeBron
and he was being compared to Bill Russell.
Everything, nigga.
Who was Michael Jordan being compared to?
LeBron got a signature move on both sides of the court, nigga.
He wasn't. He wasn't being compared to Bill Russell.
And he got the chase down block.
He was trying.
Tell me another nigga that got a signature move on both sides, nigga.
Huh?
Tell me what Bill Russell's the GOAT.
You
bringing him up? I want to hear why he's your GOAT.
Bill Russell's in the top 5, nigga. He's not better than LeBron.
You can't bring him up. And then
I just told you.
Yourself.
Listen, Michael. You're acting like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You're quitting on this.
Like
where's your brain at? Where's your brain at? Where's your ability to comprehend?
I'm looking.
Shut up, nigga. I just told you he was being compared to Bill Russell.
Y'all should come up on the panel.
Comparing LeBron to a dynasty.
Y'all talking all that trash in the comments. Come up here and save your boy.
I don't care about LeBron.
Michael,
Larry
how many times I gotta tell you, his impact on the court is far superior. And when he was at his peak, not his prime, when he was at his peak, they were comparing him to a dynasty by himself.
Hey, LeBron finna have the most playoff
by himself, huh?
in NBA history.
Do you want me to pull up the ESPN?
So the bullshit shits were a team accomplished. LeBron was his own dynasty.
It's not even a debate, man. LeBron, man.
It's not a debate.
I don't know. That sounds kind of zesty to me.
It's not a debate.
Michael, you are responding with infactual things. You are the worst. I can argue why Jordan is the GOAT better than you. I can argue why Jordan is the GOAT better than you.
Where's all his records?
You can't say nothing about
LeBron Jordan is the GOAT better than you.
Then do it.
All right, listen.
Take a chance.
Hey, let him cook. Hey, let him cook.
Jordan
Tell me why
is the
Jordan is
GOAT
the
because
GOAT.
of his sufficiency and ability to win championships. All right, and if you're asking me why 10 scoring titles is better than the all-time scoring record, is because there will always be another all-time leading scorer. There will never be a player with 10 more scoring titles. All right, Jordan accomplished everything he did in less than 15 seasons. All right, so when you're talking about sufficiency and comparing that to LeBron, it took a little bit longer to accomplish.
You're repeating the exact same thing I just said, man.
No, that's not what you said.
Give me a break, man.
No, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Keep going, Michael Lynn. Keep going.
No. He can go. He just
I was just trying to prove I could do that better than you.
But you didn't do it. I wanted you to do it.
No, let him keep going. He wasn't done. He wasn't done. Keep going. Keep going. Why else? What else?
Hey, for one thing, in 15 years, Michael Jordan and LeBron James total points was almost the same. They was very close.
Yep.
So don't act like Jordan was just destroying LeBron James in points. They were very close. If you look at totals, they was less than 500 points apart.
Too. Yeah. LeBron surpassed him on less shot attempts. He passed him in his 15th season, nigga. So at the end of the day,
the consistency
LeBron took 4,000 more 3-pointers.
Barely 20 points per game.
It don't matter.
Put him back in the game.
It does matter.
20 points.
It does matter. LeBron took more threes.
Nigga, hey, no, hold on, wait. Let me get it. Let me get it right here. At the end of the day, LeBron didn't have a couple. No, look, I got you. LeBron didn't have a couple years with a shortened 3-point line. He been playing with the full 3-point line his whole career, just like Jordan. Jordan had 2 years. Nigga, it don't matter, nigga. He had half a year with his entire career. He had it his entire career. He just wasn't a good shooter, nigga. He wasn't a good mid-range shooter. He was a high flyer and got to the basket. He didn't start getting good at shooting the basketball until he got later on in his years where he couldn't get to the rim as good as he used to in the 80s, bro. I've watched this nigga's games. I've seen him brick so many shots because he's not that consistent. At the end of the day, especially when you're playing defense on him, bro, he's not like that, bro. Like, he just isn't. He got a lot of his buckets off the free throw line, and that's okay. No, hold on, I got you. He got a lot of his buckets off the free throw line, which that's okay. He's a better free throw shooter than LeBron. But at the end of the day, he had the 3-point line his whole career, and he even benefited from 2 years with a shortened line. LeBron never had that. And LeBron is still top 6 all time in 3-point shots made. because that nigga was consistent and he improved his game.
MJ nowhere near
Jordan
that
couldn't evolve his game and improve his game to the point where he could shoot the 3-ball, because if he could, then we wouldn't even be having an argument at this point. But he wasn't able to do that. LeBron was.
He hit 6
So
threes
it
in the
is what
first
it
half
is.
of the finals before. He didn't cook Portland in game 1.
Hey, look. Hey,
Nigga, I'm not saying he didn't have good 3-point shooting
one
games,
game out
but
of
he shoots
1,200.
32%. He shoots 32%
LeBron
for
averages
his career.
34. What are we arguing? What are we talking
listen,
about?
The only
there's a
reason
lot
that
of
Jordan
niggas in the
averages
comments.
32
Yo, there's a
is
lot of
because
niggas
of
in the
those 2
comment
years
section
with the
that's talking a
shortened
lot of
line.
bullshit.
That's like I'm
You're not gonna
saying,
get
bro.
up here
You're
and prove
not
your
using
point.
the whole
Thank you.
context of it. LeBron had the
No.
full line his whole career.
Yeah, but
That's why his percentage is a little bit
34%.
different, and he's played longer. He's played longer too.
On
So at the end of
5,000
the
more
day,
attempts.
that's going to impact your percentages versus Jordan, who had a shorter career and his percentage is lower than LeBron, even though he had 2 years with a shortened line. So at the end of the day, that benefited Jordan. Otherwise, he's like a career 20% shooter from the 3-point line.
Jordan and Kobe
LeBron
combined.
has a better 3-point percentage than MJ. What we talking about?
LeBron got more rebounds.
It's still better, nigga.
He's more efficient than MJ.
Hey,
Jordan has never had a year shooting 40% from 3, nigga. LeBron has had multiple. And this is all in his later seasons, nigga. LeBron been averaging 40% from 3 for damn near 4 years now.
You sure about that?
No, it ain't that high, but yeah. But hey, we get your point. Hey, but look,
Dude
hey,
did
can
it,
I
dude
let
did
me
it,
put something
dude
in
did it once in
perspective?
his career.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Did it
not
more
that
than
high.
once.
It ain't 40%. It ain't 40, but okay, we get your
Nigga, he
point.
shot 40 in 2024.
No,
with the Heat, he shot 40% one time.
yeah, but he said for
He
5
shot
years.
40%
We know
on the
that's not
Lakers, too.
accurate.
He
Yeah,
said
we
damn
know
near
that's not.
40. He said damn near 40%. He didn't say
So
40.
Yeah,
Jordan,
damn
Jordan
near,
got the
yeah.
Jordan
Damn near
fans who
4
lie.
years. I didn't say
I
no
got
5
you.
years, nigga.
Yeah,
I got
he's
you.
not
Jordan
splitting
fans are not the
hairs
only ones
on
who
it. We
lie.
know it won't. He rounded up. It's okay. But here's the thing. We keep comparing Michael to LeBron. That's endless conversation. But if you think about it, man, I'm like, you don't realize how different and freakish these dudes were. I still remember. Look, LeBron is like 6'8", 6'9". Michael Jordan 6'6". Do you know they got the same standing reach, wingspan, and shit like that? Hands might be a little bit bigger. They ain't got Kawhi hands. But look, Michael Jordan was way different. He's an alien. If you ever seen this, this is why he was able to do it with such speed and grace and what he did. He's not a normal person, but no, everybody want to compare. I mean, he's getting compared to everybody, but it's a lot of Joe Schmoes out there. But if you know and you seen this motherfucker, you would think he was an orangutan, how long his fucking arms was, how he can steal the ball and do all of these things. He was better at both sides, offense, defense, than LeBron. You cannot argue that. That's not subjective. That's objective.
That's false.
They will argue. They will argue.
Okay, tell me the times that LeBron made. Tell me the times. Look, everybody knows LeBron is not the highest scorer. Okay, give the check to Michael Jordan. Okay, now you tell me. Talk about hold on before you cut me off. I'll get right back. Now you want to talk about defense. You got to know Michael Jordan was known for his defense. He's been on defensive teams damn near all his life. Damn near all his life.
Hey, do y'all know?
Nine out of 11 seasons ain't bad, right?
Hey, do y'all know? Do y'all know LeBron James? Y'all know? Do y'all know LeBron James is the only player in NBA history to shoot 75% at the rim and 40%?
I think King John's trying to say something.
He's the only player to do that. LeBron James is the only player in NBA history to shoot 75% at the rim and 40% from the 3-point line. Nobody else has done that. Nobody else has. Not MJ, not Kobe, not Kareem.
So LeBron's your analytic. Okay.
Yo, Michael, we provided you with facts. You provided us with feelings. We provided you with more stats.
I said facts.
You provided us with
what was your facts? What was your facts?
LeBron was being compared to the 1960s.
They can't make MJ the GOAT. They don't have nothing.
I want to hear the facts.
We're saying that
Michael, see, this is your problem,
it's
Michael.
not enough.
You're intentionally not trying to
LeBron could have averaged 30 if he wanted to. You're right. That was a fact, not an opinion. Okay.
Hey, listen.
You're right.
You're not listening, and that's okay. We know what your objective is to be a Justin Jeffrey and start trolling, but we already provided you with facts. In fact, we want a new representative of Michael Jordan because you're not the guy we're looking for.
He brought up the all-time. He brought up the triple-double in the finals. He brought up the fact that LeBron has the most playoff points. He brought up all
gentlemen swept in that finals. Why keep bringing up something you got gentlemen swept in?
of the weeks, player of the month.
He won the finals averaging damn near triple-double.
But he did it though. He damn near is not. It's not what it is.
No, Michael. That's
why you
Is that facts or is that opinion?
Nigga, if LeBron was willing to start and get a triple-double like
every time y'all say an opinion, I'm gonna call y'all on y'all opinions y'all was saying.
We provide facts.
Damn near, nigga, it's 8-8, nigga. Come on now.
No, you're going back and forth. You're gonna ask and say something about a team, something happened with the team, and then we arguing about something individually. We know what LeBron accomplished individually, and that's his accolades. Now you want to argue about something about a team. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, we both can agree on that. That's all we're saying. But you're not going to tell me LeBron was better than Michael on defense. You can't. And you cannot tell me LeBron is better scorer. A better scorer than Michael Jordan. That's all.
All right. So you're saying that Michael Jordan was a better defensive player, and this is because of him playing better on the perimeter than LeBron James?
No, sir. Objectively.
Okay, so objectively, LeBron James have more blocks, more defensive rebounds in the postseason and regular season. He has some more steals in the postseason. He has the higher defensive win shares in the postseason and regular season. So objectively, it's going to be LeBron James.
Easy.
Okay.
Did you get that super chat?
Okay. Let me prove my point. Well, since you said that, I want you to tell me the times that LeBron he sniffed the all defensive first team. It's not an easy thing to make.
All right. I'm gonna let you know this. Let me tell you.
Let somebody go more than 5 seconds.
I'm about to tell you.
No, hold on. Let me say my statement. You hold on. Let me finish my statement. That's all I'm asking.
Okay,
let me finish my statement. No. Because a lot of times you trying to argue two things it can be right. But what I'm saying to you, objectively, we know Michael Jordan, is proven. I can prove it over and over. Your opinions and your personal biases is called subjective, and that's what you're gonna do. I'm telling you, you can look it up
at all. If you know me, you know I don't say anything subjective. So when you're done, I'm gonna tell you some facts.
We all speak subjectively at some point in time. But what I'm saying, things that can be proven. If I don't know nothing about basketball and I've seen some things that what Michael Jordan accomplished. Even if my eye test, it can't be proven, but as a general population, yes, we can all agree, and that's what I'm telling you. Nobody's ever said LeBron James is better than Michael.
I won't tell you.
No time ever in life.
You trying to stall, so I won't tell you. That's what you're doing.
Okay, now you go.
Are you done now? So
yeah, because I appreciate when I'm trying to talk, you don't cut me off and I don't cut you off. I'm mute up.
It's perfectly fine if you have your own show. This is my show. So I get the final and the last say. In between.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I didn't even know who that was. I can't see it. That's Billy. Okay, my bad. I didn't know. I thought it was a guy in the panel. Okay, that's a different story. But go ahead.
Hey, Billy,
I didn't know it was you. Go ahead.
All right. Okay,
hey,
so
Billy,
you're saying
Billy,
that
before you go, Billy.
Okay, go. Come on,
did you
man.
get my super
cut
chat?
this nigga off, man. Let's go.
Now, I got a question. Did you get my super chat?
No. I've been trying to feed the kids. That's why. So I haven't been looking at.
I just want to make sure I send it to the right place.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me tell you, from 2009 to 2013, on the all defensive team votes, LeBron James got the most votes from all of the coaches to be on that span. So from that span to that span, the coaches stated that LeBron James, from that 5-year time, was the best defender. And from 2012 and from 2013, he led the league in the coaches' votes for the All NBA first team. And in 2012, Tyson Chandler, which was the second team, which the coaches did not put him on the first team for a reason, the media voted him as Defensive Player of the Year, when it obviously should have been LeBron James. And in 2013, the coaches did it again, and they voted for someone who didn't even make the All-Defensive team, so they could keep LeBron James from not being Defensive Player of the Year. Tyson Chandler and Joakim Noah both had more points in voting than Marc Gasol, and also Larry Sanders was a center who had more votes than Marc Gasol. So Marc Gasol should not even been on the All Defensive team. They put him on there because the media voted him as the Defensive Player of the Year, so they had to kick somebody off. So by those metrics, LeBron James was the best defender. You can't find in years that Michael Jordan did the same thing. And also, when I told you all of the defensive metrics earlier, when I said everything I said was objective, the steals in the postseason, defensive rebounds in the postseason, he's number one of all time. He's top 6 in those in the regular season as well. And also, he has more blocks than Michael Jordan, and his advanced blocks percentage and defensive rebound percentage is better than Michael Jordan. So objectively, LeBron James in every instance of the game is the most versatile defender we have ever seen play basketball. We could go to any year. We could go to him guarding point guards. We could go when he was guarding Duncan, guarding Garnett. We can even go back to the Olympics when he took on the job of guarding Jokic in the fourth quarter in that semifinals game. LeBron James continued to be the most versatile defender we have ever seen. So he even got a signature block, and he even won a title by doing that signature block. So when we talk about defensively, LeBron James has historically been a unicorn defensively, because we have never seen a player like that. Just like offensively, we have never seen a player who has led his team in scoring 20 times and assists 20 times for a career. Like, no player has done this before. LeBron James did it. He's the most versatile defender we've ever seen, and he's the most versatile offensive player we've ever seen. That's why we call him the GOAT.
Can I say something after, please? Just to add on that.
Go ahead, I'm done.
Yo, listen, 2 cents. LeBron is a better defender than Michael Jordan, and here's why. Okay, the best season for Michael Jordan on the defensive end is 1988. Correct?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. I just want to go next.
If Michael Jordan was such a great defender, why didn't he propel his team to the finals? He was the MVP and he was the DPOY. All right, and he had Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, all them niggas. Now, stop right there. Let's pause right there. LeBron in 2016. Who was the best defender outside of LeBron? It was nobody. Not Kyrie, not Shumpert, not Tristan Thompson. LeBron led his team. Yo, listen. In 21 games. Listen. In 21 games, he led his team with a no All-NBA defender. No defender at all. In blocks, steals, rebounds, and then he led both teams. So you're using a regular season example. I provided you with a playoff example, with a championship added. The last block on Andre Iguodala should have told you who was a better defender. All right, and if you think Michael Jordan is a better defender, then show me a instance where he has won, being the only defender on his team.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now can I go? And let me say this, Billy. I promise, I didn't even know that was you talking. Yeah, I thought it was a panel dude. Cool. That's why I'm like, why is this nigga giving me some good pushback? I love good pushback. But here's the thing, what I'm saying. See, it's a different type of arguments which you can get when you're you're debating with someone. Okay, are they talking regular season, or are they talking playoffs, or are they talking finals? And see, I know that, but what I was saying to you, objectively, I can read, you know the numbers about what Michael Jordan achieved as a defensive player, a one-time defensive player of the year, 9 times first team, 3 times steal leader, 3-time all steals. He's third all times.
Yo, when did he win? When he was the best defender? When did he win?
Hold on. Yeah. I know it's gonna be hard to keep your emotions intact, but it's okay. But look, number one.
Yo, you sound stupid
ever.
as shit.
So no, hold on. Because see, at the end of the day, hold on. I'm about to land my plane. We listen to you. Yeah, be fair, bro. Yeah, I'll let you land yours. Okay, but at the end of the day, we know Michael Jordan and LeBron James don't play the same position. So that's hard in itself. I can't compare Shaq to Allen Iverson like that, because they play different positions. But I know objectively, I can tell you what LeBron has accomplished. He's got 5 all defensive first teams. Never the steals leader. Current blocks. He doubled Michael. They play different positions. That's cool. Career steals and stuff like that. I'm not knocking LeBron for that, but you cannot tell me and convince me in the population that LeBron was a better defensive player than Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Well,
you can.
Can I respond to that, please?
You are going to
the
respond.
Fact that I provided you, LeBron in 21 games with no All-NBA defender led his team in 21 games. All right, in blocks, steals, rebounds. He went to the finals. With the best team of all time. All right, and led them in blocks, steals, rebounds. And guess what? Not only that, there was no other defender on the team. Tristan Thompson is not a defender. You're out your damn mind. Iman Shumpert is not a defender. You're out your damn mind. Kyrie ain't playing no damn defense. You know that. Kevin Love ain't playing no damn defense. You're telling me he's not the best defender? He's not a better
defender?
All
5 players on the floor. You're
defender.
Right.
He's the best help defender.
Listen. All right, 2 cents. Right. Listen. So you're telling me if you substitute LeBron in 2016 on that 2016 roster with Michael Jordan, does Michael Jordan lead the team in anything but steals? No, he don't.
No,
he does
nobody
not.
on King James.
Your example. Listen. Your example does not have a championship at the end of it. Your example does not have a championship at the end of it. Can I please finish? I'll let you talk.
All right.
The only player being compared to that statistic of LeBron in 2016 is Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon in 1994. He led the team in points, rebounds, steals, blocks, rebounds. You know what I'm saying? All the way into the finals. LeBron was the first to do it in the finals. So you're telling me that LeBron is not better? LeBron is being compared to Hakeem Olajuwon.
Come on, you think that's fair to judge somebody on one season or 21 games?
Okay.
Listen, listen, Brandon Lee. Listen,
hold up, guys. All right. We get what you're saying, Solo. So you're saying that that season puts him above Michael Jordan, but 2 Cents is trying to say his whole career, what he's done. So are you trying? Okay, so you're saying those 3 steal titles. Would you say that's more important than being the all-time leader in steals in a postseason?
Hey, 2 Cents.
Having the steal title.
Well, let him go.
Be more important.
Yeah, 2 Cents. Are you saying that those 3 steal titles is more important than being the all-time leader in steals in the postseason?
In the playoffs.
This nigga's still not going to answer the question. Oh, okay.
No, he muted me while I was answering. I thought he was talking to him, but he's actually asking me.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's not one thing individually when it comes to defense. We know that. That's not what I said. You want to hold me down to something?
That 1 point you said, because you mentioned that Jordan he has 3 steals titles. I'm saying, do you find that more value than being an all-time leader in steals in the postseason?
No, and that's not what I did. I read off defensive player of the year. I know, but you picked out one thing and you trying to hold me. Okay, the answer I can answer yes or no.
You're saying.
No.
So I could show you that LeBron James defensively is a better defender. That's just one point. Okay, then you said You said you realize LeBron James is a better interior defender, right? With the defensive rebounds and blocks.
I said what? What you asked me? He a better rebounder? Yes.
Like, do you believe that LeBron is a better interior defender because of the defensive rebounds and blocks? He's a better shot blocker.
Yeah,
he's a better.
LeBron's a better interior defender. He's a better post defender.
I'm agreeing with
He's
you,
a
sir.
better perimeter
Okay,
defender.
all right,
He's better at playing the passing lane. He's just better than Jordan on all
your
aspects of
argument
defense.
is the perimeter side of things.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily,
So
but that's
how
what
are you
Michael
saying Michael Jordan's a better defender then?
He hasn't said it.
Go ahead. No, just two people. See, I can speak to you when there's two people. See, then I might be arguing with somebody else and they say something, and then it sounds like I'm arguing with you about it. That's not it. But if you ask me the question, I'm going to go yes or no. I can answer a yes or no question.
He's a better off-ball defender.
Can y'all just let the man talk? Why y'all keep over talking him for? Like, I'm just trying to have a simple conversation, and y'all keep over talking. So, you're saying I'm trying to say that LeBron James interior is a better defender, and you're trying to say Michael Jordan is a better perimeter defender because of the stats.
No, that's not my point, but I can agree with that, what you're saying. Yeah, that's not my point. Yeah.
So,
because I look at LeBron as a better help defender. He's a better help defender. He's like one of the best that ever played the game. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, he's a better help defender. Is he a more versatile defender? Is he a more versatile defender as well?
Okay. Even if you looked at if you ask Google or ChatGPT, they're gonna say he's gonna be the best chase down blocker, elite rim protector for a wing, incredible rotation. He's smart. LeBron had smarts when it comes. His IQ is so next level. He can let you do something. I think he's more. His IQ was higher than Michael Jordan. So, but Michael Jordan had a gift that was way better than LeBron. Not way better. That was a little bit higher. A little bit higher than what LeBron can do.
Gift?
Yeah, that's a gift. That joke. When you think about it, he's only 6'6". With the speed of a gazelle, and LeBron 6'9" with the speed of a gazelle, but they got the same kind of like attributes. When I looked it up, I know they both got the same wingspan. I don't care if you 6'5" and you look like goddamn Desmond Bain. Your arms are too long. People are gifted in something. These two guys are the exceptions to the rule.
What aspects of Jordan's defense were better than LeBron's? We already know about.
No, like I think we're just getting the conversation confused about the defense because he's talking about Jordan's regular season accolades, right? His regular season defensive accolades, and B. Lee was bringing up all LeBron's postseason defensive accolades, which are superior to Jordan. Because if you wanted to say that in the regular season that Jordan is a better defender than LeBron because he has the accolades to back that up, I could agree with that to a certain extent. Even though I don't agree on a fundamental level, I can agree with that argument. But when we're talking about strictly postseason defense, there's no argument. LeBron is a way better defender than Jordan is in the playoffs, and the numbers support that on every metric.
That's because he got records as well.
There's just no postseason awards that give you any kind of recognition for defense like there is. In the regular season, you get all defensive teams and you get defensive player of the year. But in the postseason, that shit doesn't necessarily translate. We saw Jaren Jackson get put out the first round by the Lakers with LeBron and AD, the real defensive player of the year. And then you also got, years where LeBron should have been the defensive player of the year, but it went to a different player. So when we go to the postseason, exactly. So when we go to the postseason and we look at those analytics and we look at those metrics, these players don't get any accolades based off of that. But when we go by the numbers, LeBron is a far superior defender than Jordan, and there's no one that can say otherwise.
And then when we go to the regular season, the only numbers Jordan has is the steals, which we know all of them, most of them was not true, a lot of them.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
then again,
So,
LeBron James,
that same book is,
his defensive stats in the regular season are better than Jordan as well.
Exactly. His normal defensive analytics are still superior
all around
than
is
Jordan.
better than Jordan.
It's just better, yeah. He just doesn't have the accolades because of how the media voted in this era versus how they voted in the previous era.
The head coach
it's just like it's hard. Yeah, it's just hard to compare across eras when it comes to things like accolades and even when it comes to things like competition because how they played defense was different in that era.
I have a would you rather question for everybody.
I just want to know what this gift is.
All right, would you rather be the MVP and the DPOY and get bounced in the first fucking round? Or would you rather not be the MVP or DPOY, but you lead your team in points, steals, rebounds, everything, and then you lead both teams in everything, and then you got the game-winning block?
Easy.
2016 is always going to be over 1988. Like, there's just no comparison.
And here's the thing. 2 cents, you're not acknowledging, it's not just versatility. All right, I have to go into ChatGPT to ask how can we compare this because we've never seen this. All right, I don't care about his finals record. All right, if you ask me, 2016 is the greatest peak of all time. I have the stats, I have the story, I have everything. But you're gonna focus on 1988, where Michael Jordan was the best offensive player and defensive player. But wait a second, if he's the best offensive player and defensive player of that year, why didn't he take his team further than the second round? I'm confused.
Okay. You're confused
I
because
can help you confused. He addressed me. Let me address what he just said. Now, at the end of the day, he addressed me. I just want to make
let him talk, bro. Yo, let him talk.
Okay, yeah. First of all, like I said, it's still very difficult because we know they play different positions. Now, however, LeBron is good at what he does. Look, we know Michael Jordan. This is not subjective; it's objective. He guarded the opponent's best players almost every game. This is consent. This is objective. Not subjective. Now, LeBron did not have to. No, hold on. LeBron did not have to guard the best players because he had to reserve
almost every finals that he's been in, bro.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't have to.
That was J.R. Smith.
Didn't want him to reserve his energy for his offense.
LeBron, he ain't gonna guard him.
I feel like 2 cents. I feel like you're making an
you
excuse.
didn't watch those
Okay,
finals.
I want to hear
I
more.
know you didn't watch it.
Hold on, everybody.
B-Lee, Google everything that we're saying on ChatGPT.
Hold on, bro. Hold on 1 second. T Perfect, go ahead.
Shut up, John. What you doing? How you doing, man?
What's up, bro?
Hey.
Oh, T Perfect. I didn't even see you hop on the panel. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Just so check. What are we doing? Are we doing defense? LeBron, Jordan, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we could start there. Yeah.
All right. A lot of good points for everyone. 2 cents. Your heart's in the right place. You just got to learn how to explain it better, dude. Like, use more of these numbers, right? Like, I think there's an argument for both players. Obviously, I have LeBron as the GOAT. But if you're just talking even, I mean, I think Jordan was better in the passing lane. He has more steals and blocks per game in the regular season. He has more defensive win shares per season on average than LeBron James. LeBron James has more. But LeBron James and like the top 10 players except for Wilt and Bill have all played at least 17 seasons, right? If you look at the top 10 in that metric. But no shit on LeBron. But LeBron is more versatile, right? Just because he's larger. He's a beast, right? And you can't really dock the man for that. I mean, I think there's an argument for Jordan. I think Jordan played with better defensive teammates overall. I mean, I think Pippen and AD comparable, especially on their best years. But I mean, it's a wash to me. I think you could argue Jordan obviously is the more decorated defensive player, especially accolades and awards. But I mean, if you want to throw the numbers games
in the regular season,
sure. But like they said, I think there was a great point from New World where he said that and I think maybe that should change in the future where they do have defensive awards for players who go far in the playoffs. I don't know how you would do that, but I don't think a DPOY is the end all be all career. Like I said, there's players who have, but also Solo 50K said that why didn't he lead the team to a championship of the year he won? It's not how that works, man. How many players have won DPOY and won a championship that same year?
Fucking Hakeem. Yo, you want me to cook you, nigga?
Go ahead.
You want me to cook you?
Cook away.
Go ahead.
Listen, I understand you're probably expecting DPOY at the end of the road, but again, it's a voter award. 2013 showed Listen, a voter. There's voter bias. All right, it's a voting award. Niggas could change that shit, bro. So when I had brought up 2016 and the statistics, listen, statistics show your impact. All right, Hakeem Olajuwon did the same thing in 1994. Isn't Hakeem? I'm gonna look up if he was DPOY in 1994. All right, unless somebody could tell me.
He was.
Okay. So listen, 2013 was crazy because they did snub LeBron. They robbed him. All right, LeBron should have a DPOY. So the reason I am so passionate about 2016 because this statistically it shows everything. There is nothing you could do that is superior. There's no season that is superior. This is one of the best defensive performances in the playoffs and the finals ever. There's nothing that Jordan could do to top it.
That sounds like an opinion.
Listen, I have the statistics for it, okay? Because you cannot show me, you cannot provide me a scenario where Jordan has done anything superior and won a championship.
So really fast, I agree with you. That was the greatest finals performance of all time because
No. That was the greatest playoff and finals performance. Thank you very much.
Okay, so when 1 year make you the best? 1 year make you the best.
No. Listen, now let me answer that. The question about peak is obviously 1 year, 2 years. Personally, it's 1 year. So if we're going with 1 year, listen, okay, let me finish. If we're going with 1 year, I would bring up 2016. If we're using 5 years, then we could play that game too. What are you not understanding? Whatever metric or category you guys want to do, LeBron comes out on top. I'm sorry to tell you.
Well,
not on that. Not on that.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Not on that, bro. You being super biased.
2018, LeBron was in his 15th season, bro, and he went on one of the most dynamic playoff runs in NBA history. That playoff run is regarded as an all-time playoff run and one of his greatest accomplishments in his career, despite not winning a championship, despite not winning an MVP. He actually got robbed of MVP.
Say that again. Say that again, New World. Because say that again, New World.
The reason why they didn't give him MVP that year, they literally said because his team dropped to the 4 seed in the last couple weeks of the season, a team that literally just got revamped at the trade deadline in February, nigga. He playing with a brand new ass team, and he's still averaging damn near a triple double. And they talk about, since you fell to the 4 seed, we can't give you an MVP, but they're gonna give a motherfucker like Jokic the MVP at the 6 seed, right? Because he's carrying, right? So they use all these excuses to cheat LeBron out these awards, and he had one of the greatest playoff peaks in NBA history. Several of them. Like you can easily put 5 of LeBron's playoff runs in the top 10 of NBA history. Like if you're being biased, obviously, but there's some better ones. But in my opinion, LeBron got at least 5 playoff runs that are just like.
I'm proud of New World. You just admitted
this is off the chain.
This player, I'm gonna call LeBron this player. This player went into the playoffs as the 1st seed, and you can't even plan this shit. This nigga grabbed the most points on the team, the most rebounds on the team, the most steals on the team, the most blocks on the team, the most you know what I'm saying? And they're the 1st seed. How the fuck do you do that shit? You can't even tell Michael Jordan to do that shit, nigga.
Quick question.
So you tell me. I want you to tell me.
I just want your take on this.
Huh?
I want your take on this question real fast, just because you seem like a smart guy. I want to ask you one quick question.
For sure.
So there are 16 total defensive categories a player can register in during a season. What if I told you that only one player in history has done it or has registered a top 5 in at least 13 of those categories in a given year? Their previous record.
Can you tell me those categories, please?
I have them listed, and I've done this. I've debated this, okay? And I'll tell you at the end. But what if I told you that player's team was also top 3 in points per game, defensive rating the entire season, and every metric that team. Like I will
tell you who was the 2nd best defender on his team,
and and he didn't win DPOY. Would you say he was robbed?
Can you say that again?
So this guy, by any and all metrics, had like a historic defensive year. He was top 5 in 13 of the 16 defensive metrics that you can do as a player, right? His team was top 3 all year, right? And he was not even top 3 in DPOY voting that year. Was he robbed?
I would ask who was better than him.
No, he was not robbed.
I would ask who did better than him.
Who did better than him? It was Marc Gasol, and I believe it was. I'll have to look at the ratings, but I think it was. Might have been LeBron. Let me look it up. But he was, I believe, number 6. That player was Tim Duncan.
Yeah, okay. I said no. My answer to your question was no.
Okay, but he doesn't get any run on the who was robbed that year, right? Even though his team was better than LeBron defensively, he was better than LeBron defensively by any metric, right? I get the whole voting thing, but if we're looking at stats and impact and accolades, there's no case for LeBron.
I disagree at all. That's all we saying.
I actually love your point, and I'm gonna actually give it more thought before I just start lashing out. But what year is this for Tim Duncan, so I could look at it?
And I agree with you about the Marc Gasol thing. His team was the best. If you talk about who he played with,
I don't care about 2013. You guys can have it. 2016 is where I hang my hat on everything. I could prove to you that this is a superior defender than X player. But what year is Tim Duncan are you talking about?
That was 2013 Tim Duncan.
Yeah, what?
All right.
That was 2013 Tim Duncan?
Yes, sir.
He made all second
that's
team,
Tim Duncan
didn't he?
anyways. But yeah,
He made all second team all defensive.
I wouldn't say Tim Duncan was a better defender than LeBron James in 2013. Like, I don't really care what the metrics look like, nigga. We saw what LeBron did.
We saw
what
year. Happened.
Like, he was head and shoulders above everybody.
They put him on the bench in the clutch, nigga.
Marc Gasol quarterback that defense.
AKA, I don't care what your facts say. I don't believe your facts.
Listen, 2 cents. You don't have to believe my facts. What I say is factual, okay? If I was to show you my screen, you're gonna see. You will be enlightened, okay? You will be enlightened.
On certain things that you say, but what I know how when we get on panels, you can say something that's very subjective, and then you will goddamn revert back to something that's actually true. So, Michael Jordan didn't win 6 championships. I didn't say that. We trying to we trying to argue about what you said that was subjective, and you don't know it's subjective. A lot of times. Okay, bro, I get it. But you know that's not provable facts. If neither one of us knew nothing about a basketball, and can you prove it? You can't. Because it's the shit that you're saying is opinionated based upon your feelings and your bias. I'm a LeBron fan. But what I'm saying to you, stop with the bullshit, bro. That's all I'm saying. Stop with the bullshit. Yeah, LeBron James has never been heralded as better defender than Michael Jordan.
So please explain to me, how did this player lead in every you know what I'm saying? He led in this, he led in that, he led in points. He led in blocks, steals, rebounds. I want you to explain to me, how did this player with no defensive assistance?
Nigga, you don't even gotta go that far, nigga. Just looking at the stats and even the eye test, nigga. We've been watching Jordan games on this same channel. This motherfucker is not on the level of LeBron James. He can't guard fours. Nigga, LeBron can guard 1 through 5, nigga, at an elite level. It don't matter what kind of defense you put him in. He can thrive as a defender. He can quarterback the defense. He can anchor your defense because of his IQ. He's a smart team defender. He's literally better than Jordan at every single thing you could say on the basketball court. There's not one thing you could say that Jordan could do that LeBron can't do at an elite level as well. At most, it's a wash. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, just looking at it clearly and looking at the kind of scorers that LeBron had to guard versus the kind of niggas that Jordan was guarding, these undersized, unathletic white men. Like, come on now. Like, LeBron is guarding Derrick Rose in the fourth quarter. LeBron is guarding motherfucking. LeBron is guarding Kobe, nigga. LeBron is guarding T-Mac, nigga. LeBron is guarding motherfucking Gilbert Arenas, nigga. LeBron is guarding these 30-point per game scores, nigga, on the regular in the playoffs, nigga. LeBron guarded Jamal Murray in 2020, nigga. Shut him down in the fourth quarter.
I know, like I said,
LeBron has done these things. Who has Jordan shut down that was a 30-point per game scorer and prevented them from going off in the fourth quarter? I can name multiple that LeBron has done that for. And you're going to say that Jordan is a better defender just because of some media-voted awards, nigga? Come on now.
Let's see if we can agree on it.
Let me go.
I got stats and facts, nigga. I got stats and facts, nigga. You can't name nothing on that, nigga.
Hold on 1 second. Just give me 10 seconds.
Jordan got cooked by motherfucking Otis Birdsong, nigga. Jordan got cooked by motherfucking Doc Rivers, nigga. Come on now.
LeBron got cooked by Jason Terry.
Jordan's not
Nigga,
Every
LeBron
time
didn't
that
get
nigga
cooked by
talk, I'm
Jason
gonna say
Terry
something.
because he
How does it
wasn't
feel,
guarding
You're
huh?
gonna
him.
have to block
How
me
did
Your
that
dude got
because
feel?
cooked
every
by
time that
Jason
whole
Terry.
nigga say
Kobe.
something, I'm gonna talk over you and stop talking over everybody, man. Why you do that? You don't
I
have to
talk
do
over
that.
whoever I want to, nigga.
I
Goddamn,
know
I
you
don't care
do,
about
but you
what you
ain't got
niggas
no
got to say.
respect.
You niggas be
Yeah,
regurgitating like a fucking
yeah,
broken
I
record, nigga.
know,
We done heard all what you
I
niggas done
know.
got to
And I'm gonna
say.
talk
And you
over
niggas
you,
just
sir.
lie.
Okay,
You
all
niggas
right,
just
man.
lie all fucking
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
What's
Okay,
up, King
okay.
John?
But
What you
two
got to
cents.
say?
Okay.
So 2 cents. I'm assuming you would rather be a DPOY and MVP versus what I was saying before, right?
Yeah. What you say about DPOI?
Just like, would you rather be MVP, DPOY, but you don't make it past the second round, or would you rather lead your team in all this shit, and you know what I'm saying, lead both teams all this shit, but you got a championship, Finals MVP, the best block ever, da 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 da.
Yeah. But at the end of the day,
Can
it's
you
about.
answer my question, please?
I answer your question this way. I would rather do the job that I'm doing to the best of my ability. I can't
And win a
control what
championship,
everybody else do.
out of it, right?
No, I'd rather
Man, you
win.
niggas just
I'd
got
rather
excuses,
win.
man. You niggas
See,
can't
like,
never
how
give
can you
no
say
Shut
that?
examples,
up,
I'm
nigga.
being
man. The
Let me
man
give you
talking to
niggas
me.
facts,
how
cooking
can
you
you
The
say I'm
niggas.
dude
being
talking
I
to
don't
me.
subjective?
care,
He's
nigga.
not even
Yeah.
talking to
I
you.
don't care,
Sit
nigga.
down, little mama.
We ain't trying to hear you just ramble, nigga.
I
You
know
just
you
Yo,
ain't
rambling
trying
without
to hear you
answering his
either, little
question,
mama.
nigga. He
Nah,
asked
little
you a
mama.
question, nigga.
Hey,
You can't
hey,
answer it,
that's
nigga.
little mama coming up on the stage. That's little
Listen,
mama coming up on the stage right
listen,
there.
2 cents.
Hey,
Can we not
I
do
can't
that?
even
Two
answer
Can we
your
not do that?
question because of him.
That
Because
was
Yeah.
hey,
Jay.
look, I
Jay Z,
can't even
right?
answer your question because of him.
Yeah, 2 cents. I didn't add the championship at the end of it to make it sound sweeter. That is just the
Okay.
result of what happened. So when they had posted LeBron statistics, you know, yes, it came at first to me as a surprise. You know, I didn't know how to accept that. But as time goes on, as people like to add narratives, you know what I mean? This is when I say, okay, I go to the let's say the statistics for that, and I see that. And what it tells me is that this player it's not that he's just versatile. I'm sorry, it's that his versatility is what led him to do all these things. You know what I mean? Now, 1994, Scottie Pippen was actually a versatile defender. All right, he made all defense. All right, and guess what? In 1994, that team wasn't even complete. They're missing a 20 points per game scorer. All right, it doesn't have to be Michael Jordan. It could be Clyde Drexler. I promise you, Scottie Pippen makes the fucking finals. All right, but Scottie Pippen led in, I believe, steals, assists, all this type of shit, bro. You know what I mean? So it's the fact that he is versatile, which is what is leading him to do all this crazy shit. And one last thing, what if I told you after LeBron in 2016 led in all these metrics, this nigga goes and he leads in points, rebounds, steals, assists combined over 80K. Over 80K. So now you're going to tell me, you're going to say this nigga should have won 7 championships. No, I'm telling you the statistics to show the impact, all right? If you want to talk championships, we could talk championships. And I promise you, you're going to lose then. If you want to talk wins, we could talk wins, and you're going to lose. We could talk peak, you're still going to lose. We could talk 5-year peak, you're still going to lose. We could talk
Well,
accolades, you're going
you
to
preaching
lose.
to the choir. You preaching to the choir on that. First of all, I'm not gonna defend some shit I didn't say. I know why I put LeBron above Michael on a lot of things on the GOAT debate. See, you argued with the choir. I already know these things. This is what I'm saying. But when it's multiple people, you don't know who said it or what they're talking about. All I'm saying, we're talking about scoring. I know as good as LeBron James can score the basketball, I cannot say he was a better scorer than Michael. That now his ability is IQ. He gets the plus for me. I'm like,
Hey,
bro,
bro,
it's a
you gotta
LeBron
fix your
channel.
mic.
Dude.
You gotta fix your mic, man.
Oh shit.
You kind of
Yeah.
going in and out.
Oh shit. Hold on. It went in and out. Hey, let somebody else
Yeah,
talk. Let me do this.
it's
I'm on my
better now.
phone.
It's
Go ahead.
better
Go
now.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's better now.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, but what I'm saying, bro, this is a LeBron James channel. I can never talk good about LeBron in nobody's channel. This is one. And what I'm saying, but you can't pick out 2 things that LeBron didn't do the best in and expect me to echo chamber that shit. Okay, yeah, we know LeBron can score, but he wasn't a better scorer than Michael Jordan. That's what I'm saying. And when it comes to defense, He was not a better defender while Michael Jeffrey Jordan played. That's all I'm saying. He can do some other stuff. LeBron has been cloned for his some laziness and stuff like that in his later years, but I know how extraordinary this damn dude was. I'm on LeBron James' side. Ain't nobody knocking him down, but you actually picked out some shit that he wasn't better than Michael Jordan. That's all I'm saying. And I appreciate you.
But the thing
New
is
World.
that we're trying to tell you is that when we talk about being a better defender, I'm talking about aspects of the game that LeBron is superior at than Jordan. As far as being an interior defender, being a rim protector, LeBron is better. Being a post defender, LeBron is better. Being a help defender, LeBron is better. Being a perimeter defender, I can agree that it's a wash. But at the end of the day, there's no aspect of defense that you can say that Jordan is superior to LeBron, especially when the stats support that.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to say. Especially when you're using regular season accolades. No. Listen because this is what I said earlier. I was talking about how you were originally trying to justify Jordan's regular season accolades as a measure to say that he's a better defender than LeBron.
Was that not
but
correct?
LeBron has all these postseason. Wait, listen to what I'm saying.
Was that not correct?
LeBron
what I said about the regular season? Was that not correct?
Nigga, because you were talking, nigga. Let me
You
finish
didn't
what
know
I'm saying.
if I was talking about finals or playoffs. Was that not correct?
You said he had 9 all defensive first teams,
yes
nigga. That's
no.
what I was
That's
talking
another
about,
one
nigga.
that
That's
can't do
exactly
yes
what you
or
said.
no. Go ahead. You can't do yes or no. I was talking about
Because
regular
you won't let me
season.
finish my point. You're talking about regular season,
do you
and
have
we
the
gave
ability
you
to
the
answer a
metrics for
yes
that.
or no question? Do you have the
Bro,
ability
you never
to
answered any one of my questions. I'm not about to answer nothing that you got to say until I finish what I got to say.
Okay,
So
I
you need
don't
to
have
listen
the
what I'm
ability
talking
to.
about. I'm talking
Okay, we
about
both don't have.
LeBron's
Okay, go ahead.
postseason metrics are superior than Jordan's. As a defender, he's way better. There's just no accolades to back it up. So at the end of the day, if you're trying to use Jordan's regular season accolades to say he's a better defender than LeBron, that's just not factual. Especially when you break down individually what defense is. And you still have yet to tell anybody on here what Jordan is superior at than LeBron in defense.
Okay, hold on. Pause for a
We've
second.
been asking you this question from multiple niggas on this panel didn't ask you that. And you ain't answered not one time.
Because you asked it and saying a lot of things. All you have to do is just pause every now and then. Because you know in the playoffs, that's not something that people talking about defense. I don't care how good you was. But guess what? Objectively, it's something that's measurable universally around for the regular season. Now, when you're talking about playoffs and the finals, that's totally different. Okay, tell me the people that won the playoff defensive player of the year or type of deal. They don't do that. Because it's unmeasurable.
It doesn't exist.
So
That's
it
exactly
becomes
my point. But at the end of the day, you still
you
aren't
want me to
telling
argue
me
your
what
subjective
Jordan
point.
is better
I'm
at
not
on
arguing your
defense than
subjective point,
fucking
sir.
LeBron James, nigga. God damn. Like, why is it so hard for you niggas to answer a fucking question?
Nigga, ask
I don't
one
fucking get
question.
that shit.
Ask one question. And I'm not a nigga.
Nigga,
But ask
we
me,
all asked you
me
this
one
question,
question,
nigga.
I'll answer your
From me
question.
to Solo to B Lee, nigga. Even King John, I didn't heard him ask you this, nigga.
I don't care. Ask your question, man. Ask your question. You keep saying three and four questions.
Answer the question,
any
nigga.
question.
What aspects of defense were Michael Jordan better at than LeBron James?
You just gonna leave it that broad. After I just told you it's 3 different seasons, regular seasons, playoffs, and finals. See, now when I answer your question,
then
all you're going to do is just argue. We know
you
that.
got it. You got it. It's cool.
Yeah, I wish you would just shut up because you know that was a broad-ass question. What the fuck is that?
2 cents. I have a question for you. It's quick.
The politician ducking New World's
question. To you. That dude there, the New World. Fuck him.
2 cents. Who do you think is the greatest dunker of all time?
You a fucking clown, nigga.
Nigga, fuck you. I wish I could mute like a chat.
I can't understand a dumbass nigga like you, bro.
Yo,
hey, you got it, bro. It's cool. I'm done.
Who is the greatest dunker of all time to you? 2 cents.
Yeah, man. People like him, when he's talking, he asks me a question, and knowing if I answer the question, I could be talking about regular season, and then he gonna argue with me about the fucking finals. That's what they do about LeBron. That's why they hate LeBron. Because he's accomplished all this shit throughout his career, but now you want to
This nigga
argue
rode the
with me
short
about,
bus, bro.
see, yeah.
I know y'all understood what I was asking on the panel, right?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure,
I know
for
I'm
sure,
not
no,
just
for sure.
fucking being dumb, bro. Like, y'all understood what I was asking them, right?
For sure, for sure. But not 2 cents. Who do you think is the greatest dunker of all time? Or if anyone wants to
In-game dunker or just
however you wanna like look at it, I guess.
I love Vince Carter and Michael Jordan on my top two.
Okay, pause right there.
On my top two.
Yep. Vince Carter, Michael Jordan. Now, I'm not gonna push back on it because it's really your answer. But why? How come we don't consider the player who has the ability to keep dunking as the greatest dunker, like Shaquille O'Neal, for example? Like, I'm just asking the question. Like, I don't really care what your answer is, but like, you know what I mean?
I could easily answer that. You see, things in life come with expectations. I'm not jumping up and applauding so much when I see a 7'5" dude dunk the basketball. Now, if Allen Iverson or Muggsy Bogues come down and dunk, that's different expectations that what you're gonna do. Okay, you're supposed to do that type of deal. So that's why I look at it differently. He got more dunks or whatever. I don't look at JaVale McGee because he got 3 championships and Karl Malone has 0, that JaVale McGee is better than Karl Malone. See, it's a lot of things that are intangible, and if you watch the game, you know exactly what we're talking about. Something that you are supposed to do is not applauded by no one. No one. It's not applauded by it unless it's your child. A kid prodigy on the piano, he gets applauded. You can play it at goddamn 18. It's not applauded as much, but still applauded. That's why when we get to things like this, I'm like, nigga, you were supposed to. You 7'5". Yeah, you got more dunks than Michael Jordan, so he a better player. I get it, but I'm way too much wiser on that level, so I have to understand it. I have to talk to people like us. It's a doctor-patient type of shit sometimes. And it's not everybody, but I have to recognize the room and where he's coming from, his age, his frame of reference. I apologize if I disrespect your frame of reference. I have a different one. No, not yours, but I'm just saying, because it's a panel. It's a very, it's a variety of people. Yeah, that's just my favorite. Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. Best game dunker.
Does anyone else want to answer, like, who y'all think is like the greatest dunker? And whoever your answer is, how come it's not the player who has the ability to keep dunking for like 30 years or something like that? Like, does anyone have an answer?
Mine would be Vince Carter and Zach LaVine, and the reason it ain't somebody like Shaq, because when people talk about in-game dunkers, it is about how you look when you do it, and I think Zach LaVine and Vince Carter, their jumping ability and what they do in the air is, to me, are unmatched for anybody.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, because I was just like, I always think like 3-pointers and dunks is pretty extreme. So when I look at those leaders, I always check to see how long are they able to, do shit like that. How long are they able to continuously dunk on a year-by-year basis or shoot threes, so it's just a question. But yeah, I definitely want more perspective because like for example, if we seen Shaquille O'Neal just dunk forever, like I think like it would be hard to not call him one of the best dunkers ever because of But then again, when Tucson said when he was talking about Jordan and all that dunking and shit, like I just remember like when some niggas was watching Michael Jordan, like it was that impressive because at the guard position, like they never seen some shit like that. They never seen someone at the guard position, rise up in the air and posterize someone at 6'6". You know what I'm saying? Shoot over the top of two people. You know what I mean? Like that's why I feel like that's what people like was really so impressed with back when Jordan was at the pinnacle. So again, I think it's just pretty cool to see someone like Zach LaVine still dunking to this day. That's just pretty cool to me.
What's up, fellas?
What up, bro?
Yo, okay, 2 cent. Yo, I just gotta let you know, Jordan is not as good of a defender as everybody makes him out to be. He was bad one-on-one defender. He was a great help defender. That's why he got those steals and blocks. You put him on somebody, he's not shutting nobody down. You go back and you look at all of his stats of the opponents that he was guarding. They squashed his ass. 20 points, 30-point games, put on his head, night in, night out. So you got to stop that.
David, he was also a good free roamer and double team guy. But Jordan plays defense like SGA. They're not on-ball defenders. They're not perimeter one-on-one defenders, but they get a lot of steals and blocks because they play in the passing lanes. They're good help defenders. They're good free roamers. They're good. They're useful as double team guys. So that's why
LeBron is a great on-ball defender, help defender, weak side defender. You name it, he could do it. He's blocking centers, dunks. He's guarding Derrick Rose in his prime, shutting him down, blocking his three-pointers. When the game was at the most needed for him to shut down that dude, he shut him down. Even at the age of 40, he's still shutting people down when he has the energy and the strength to do it, because he can't do it for 82 games. He's 40 years old. So, of course, he's going to have a little bit less in the tank than he did when he was 20 years old. So you can't compare a 40-year-old LeBron James to what he was in his prime. And when he was in his prime, he was an all-world defender. All-world. The only reason he didn't win Defensive Players of the Year was because of media bias. The biased media against LeBron James. If he wasn't biased, he would have 8 MVPs, at least 3 Defensive Players of the Year. At least he would have more first-team All-NBAs and more seconds. That one year that they gave him third-year All-NBA and they gave Butler, Jimmy Butler, they gave him second team over him. Meanwhile, he had the stats across the board against him. The media is biased because they don't want him to surpass Jordan in those things. So that's why they don't give him any more awards.
Yeah. I agree with what you said.
You should have heard how happy these niggas were when they found out that LeBron wasn't going to be eligible to get another All NBA this year. These niggas was happy as hell talking about it on every media station.
LeBron is like the only dude I've ever seen that is so hated. When meanwhile all he does is dominate the game of basketball, plays the right way, lives a great life, has a great family. He's not a degenerate gambler like Jordan was. He's not cheating on his wife like Jordan did. He hasn't gotten divorced. He's still with the same woman he's been since he was in high school. Yeah. He is a model citizen. You cannot have anything against him ever, except maybe he beat your team. That's the only thing you can have against him, is that he beat your team.
And not only that, technically LeBron is eligible for NBA still. He's not going to make it because he's not going to play every single game from now on, but he technically is still eligible. So
he's not playing tonight though, so he's already missed one game. He only got 3 more.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That sucks that he got the sciatica that stopped him, because he always needs a little time off during the middle of the season.
Bro, this nigga, y'all be underestimating the load that this nigga LeBron has on his body, and then they be pretending like LeBron don't be injured when he actually is. Like y'all be thinking that this nigga just be wanting to sit out. Like this motherfucker has played the most games and the most minutes, and he has the most 100 playoff series or most 100 game series, nigga. Like he's played 100 games in the season, way more times than anybody.
Yeah,
like that's insane.
Hey,
and he's never missed a playoff game.
Right
he's played every single game that he's been in.
Hey, World, let me say this real quick. Only reason why it's a little bit more frustrating for me, because I understood what I did over the time. I am a 3-time dunk contest winner, and I understand what you're doing when you're dunking and all this stuff. Now I can speak on that. See, I have a problem with people like a Skip Bayless, Stephen A. They got the knowledge because they've been around it enough, so you should be smarter. And a lot of things that I'm talking about, and a lot of things that I'm speaking about, I'm already at expert level based upon the definition of it. You did something for over 10,000 hours. Some of you motherfuckers, you ain't breathe for over 10,000 hours and be trying to talk shit. But what I'm saying to you, I'll back it down. But is different from me hearing it, but I need to hear it because I need to know your frame of reference. You don't even know and why my opinion is this. I don't know why your opinion is
Nostalgia.
that.
That's why.
I know because I understand. Do you know how hard it is to hit a golf ball? But you want to talk shit because Tiger Woods shanked the bitch in the goddamn woods. You don't. Most people don't even know, and it sounds like when I'm arguing or I'm talking, trying to explain to my girl about sports. I'm like, why he didn't just do this, or why did it sounds the same way? So I have to equate the same thing and understand the protective class. It's a lot of kids, it's women, the elderly, and the disabled. I don't know which one you are, but a lot of you fall into it. A lot of these guys in here, they know what they're talking about, and it's clashing together because it's the internet. This is a different world. We all have to learn it together. Just respect people and what they're saying and what they're doing. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to agree with them. But you ain't got to dox me or try to show up and kill or hurt me, unalive me behind it. That type of deal. Everybody's got their own opinion, man. That's why I'm like, this is the first show that you ever gonna see somebody actually bigging up LeBron James. Ever. Nah, I shouldn't say ever. But yeah, he's one of a small group. That's all I'm saying. And I pass the mic respectfully.
Yeah, because people hate on LeBron for no damn reason, man. He's a great player. He's the greatest, has the greatest career. Nobody comes close, even with the media bias.
No, it's just when you niggas just be lying. Like, that's just the thing. Like, y'all niggas be lying about certain things, and y'all try to twist certain shit to make your narrative fit. That's why Skip Bayless is as popular as he is. Like, Skip Bayless knows basketball, nigga. He's not dumb. He understands the game. He's been around the game for a long time. There's a reason he talks the way he does. It's because he makes profit off of it, and because he can spin a narrative in his subjective favor. So at the end of the day, like, nigga, like, we know what he's doing. It's not like he's an idiot.
Shit, Skip Bayless got made look a fool by fucking.
Most of you niggas are like this. Most of you niggas actually know basketball. Like, that's the fucked up part. Most of you niggas actually understand what we're saying, and you understand what this is, but you just play dumb.
Yeah. Not only that, but they like to say, "Oh, Michael Jordan is better than LeBron," and it's a fact. And then they just spew a bunch of bullshit and lies, like you said you will.
6-0.
Yeah, like that Brandon Katz dude. He said that Dwayne Wade is factually better than Scottie Pippen. It's like, bro, so that's not a fact. We need you to explain.
I can't agree with that at all.
Scottie Pippen was a great player, bro. Like, that's why they were able to win 6 titles.
Yeah, they gotta neglect Scottie Pippen and shit.
No, I'm fine with saying
they have to diminish all these other players just to uplift Michael Jordan, and they have to uplift LeBron's teammates to make it seem like he couldn't win without them. And it's like, nigga, he's won without Dwayne Wade. He's won without Anthony Davis. He's won without Kyrie. Nigga, he won with 3 different coaches, nigga. Like, he didn't need no one system, one coach to win a championship. He did what he had to do against the competition that he went up against. And niggas be hating because he lost to Golden State, nigga.
And what happens every time
and they
LeBron decides
they
to
knew
move on?
all 3 times LeBron lost to Golden State. They know for a fact all 3 times LeBron lost to Golden State, it wasn't fair. They knew that, and they still talk shit.
Especially his first one.
Especially the first one.
Hey y'all. I don't want to hear that wasn't fair, bro. But let me say something real quick about that Jordan and LeBron defense, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Y'all the first niggas to say that LeBron played better defense than Jordan. There's no stat. There is no stat or metric to say. There's no stat or metric to say that LeBron played better defense than Jordan.
Yes, there
I'm not
is.
even talking about
you want to cake for the ball minutes,
player of the year. I'm not even talking about no steals, no blocks.
All the stats,
there is
nigga.
no defensive metric to say that LeBron played better defense than Jordan.
Defensive metrics.
There's plenty of defensive
there's no
You want to
stat
cake
that
for
you
the
can
ball
say that.
minutes.
Okay, Kirk, my only response to you is this. Kirk, my only response to you is this. Jordan has never led a team without a all defensive teammate, let alone a teammate that doesn't play defense. Right? LeBron was the best defender on the team and the only defender on the team. That is my answer to you, my counter to you.
Okay, so let me say this to you.
Oh, here you go.
Jordan had a good defensive team, but he was a good defensive player individually too. I'm not even talking about his defensive player of the year accolade. He plays better defense than LeBron. You look up this.
Listen. Again.
Look up the defensive metrics.
Yo, Kirk. It's not
He's
that I
a better
disagree.
defensive player than LeBron.
Kirk. It's not that I disagree. It's not that I disagree.
Stop with the fucking lies, man.
That's not even a lie. That's
Kirk, you up here lying and shit.
Kirk, it's not that I disagree. It's
just look at it. Just look it up. Look it up.
It's the
you know better. Kirk. Hold on, wait, stop. All right, hold on, wait. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. We about to actually end today's show. Kirk.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Kirk, I did not just let you up for you to come here with a zesty
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
You heard it, Johnny. You the fucking truth. You the fucking truth. You heard?
I'm not about to lie, y'all. Y'all can't kill up here. I can't be lying, bro. He has more defensive.
Johnny.
He has more defensive.
You believe?
Because y'all talk about stats, right? He has more defensive selections than him.
So
he has a defensive player of the year.
So are you saying Kobe? Are you saying Kobe Bryant is a better? Are you saying Kobe Bryant is a better defender than Jordan because he has more all defense selections? The same thing for Scottie Pippen.
No. I don't think.
Okay, so shut the fuck up about the zesty Jeffrey lies that you get over at the Pullout Podcast. Listen, sir. No, Jordan does not have a better defensive metrics. LeBron James has the better defensive win shares, which is the defensive metrics that shows you the better defender player. So LeBron James has the better metrics there. He has the better blocking percentage than Jordan. He has the better defensive rebounding than Jordan. Again, he's the all-time leader in playoff steals and defensive rebounds. Jordan don't have that, sir. Jordan's not the all-time anything defensively. Nothing defensively. Stop coming on GOAT James Kingdom and saying we're the only ones who say this. Yes, because we're the only ones who know how to talk basketball. We don't come up with zesty Jeffrey lies on GOAT James Kingdom. We don't accept zesty Jeffrey lies on GOAT James Kingdom. Jordan is not a good defender. Jordan has fake steals on his resume, sir.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true, sir. Jordan has fake steals on his resume. I have to say it loud because you act like you can't fucking hear. That is the truth, nigga. He has fake steals on his resume. Those are facts. We do know that because we watched the games and we counted the steals, and Jordan didn't have it. Not only did we do it, a Michael Jordan fan page did the same thing and proved that Jordan had fake steals. Proven, sir. It's been proven as facts. Jordan has fake steals.
You cooking?
So let me say this. You're saying he has fake steals,
say
right?
fake steals, but I get what you're saying.
It is fake steals. What is giving a guy 4 steals when he actually had 2?
That's fake. That's fake.
Okay, but what? Yeah, when you they better leave you alone on that particular topic, which you just said, because at the end of the day, you're exactly right on that steal. Look, nobody looks at Chris Paul as a dominant defender like Stockton.
They did. That's a lie.
Hold on, wait, sir. We don't care. First of all, 2 cents. 2 cents. You've been running on rambling for a long time. I know you're a GJK member. We appreciate your membership. We don't care what people say and think. We care what the accolades and achievements say. Chris Paul has more steals titles than Jordan and have the same amount of all defensive selections as Jordan. So he is just as great as Jordan by the numbers, which you came up here and said we must be objective. So Chris Paul, by the accolades and achievements, not only that he has more steals than Jordan, and he has real steals.
Keep that same energy when you say that shit about what Michael Jordan achieved, all his defensive player of the years, defensive year awards and stuff. You know it.
We said all of that. And again, 2 cents. We said 2 cents. We keep that same energy because nigga, we know Jordan has all that. We don't discredit Jordan's career. With all of that, he is still not a better defender than LeBron James. LeBron, you just brought up intangibles. If there's anything that brings up intangibles, it's defense. And LeBron James, by the intangibles and the stats and the accolades, achieved more and is a better defender than Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
But what stat shows that, though? That's what I'm confused about. What shows that?
He has more blocks. He has more blocks than Jordan in NBA. He has more blocks than Jordan in his career. He has more playoff steals than Jordan in his career. He has more defensive rebounds than Jordan in his career. These are all defensive metrics, sir. Just because you don't know this, because you be at the Pullout Podcast, listen to a bunch of dudes who their daddy should have pulled out on, and that's why you can't get exposed with your bullshit.
Don't do that, because I like them guys.
No, not you. I don't give a fuck who you like. We don't like liars. In GOAT James Kingdom, we don't accept liars, nor do we accept zesty Jeffrey lies.
No, hold on. Hey, just what you just said. We already know. See, everything you read, I know it's Chat GPT. But when you talk about on ball defense, no,
it's not Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
On ball defender is LeBron James. LeBron James is a better on ball defender than Jordan. Yes, sir. Yes.
I don't know about that one. That's
yes, you don't know a lot of shit, but now you know it. I just told it to you, so now you fucking know it.
No,
he knows it. He's better. He's fucking better. He's better. LeBron James is a better on-ball defender than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He can guard. He can guard. He can guard. He can guard defenders Jordan never even thought about guarding. Factual, sir. Factual, sir. Jordan got cooked by Damon Stoudemire, sir. Damon Stoudemire cooked Jordan, sir.
Hold on. But here's what we're gonna say. But we know it's only about five. It's only about 5 or 10 categories. Just calm it down with just a little bit. Yes. I shouldn't say calm it down. That's a bad word to say to somebody. But hey, no, okay. It's 10 categories. On ball defense. We know Michael Jordan gets that. Okay,
no, he doesn't. Stop saying we know. We don't know that. No. 2 cents. No. We don't know that bullshit. What we know is LeBron is the on-ball defender, sir. You can't prove otherwise.
Okay. Perimeter defense.
LeBron.
Okay. Help defense. LeBron.
LeBron.
Versatility.
LeBron.
Oh, wars and accolades.
Rebounds. LeBron.
Okay,
interior defense.
Post defense. LeBron. Ball denial. LeBron.
Defensive records. Defensive records.
In New World,
I have one. What'd you say, John?
They backing everything up you said, bro.
I have
Jay, you came in this motherfucker hot, nigga. I'm about to mute up. I ain't about to fuck with that shit, nigga. Hell no. Nigga,
I think I gotta change my name. I gotta change my name. God damn, I gotta change my name.
Yeah. I know what you mean by the zesty Jeffrey, because that's the nightmare.
When I mentioned 2016 as one of those years that I used to measure defense, you know what I did? I went to go find a season where Jordan was the only defender on his team, regardless if he made an All-NBA defense or not. And when I looked at those seasons, he didn't make it far, okay? Either he had Scottie Pippen or without him, he wasn't going no damn where. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you that LeBron's the better defender, you know what happened? Again, I showed you. He didn't have a All-NBA defender. Kyrie was the second best player. He don't play no damn defense. Tristan Thompson don't play no damn defense. So you're telling, again, I don't want to keep explaining this, but it's so damn impressive that I'm going to keep doing it. He led the team in steals, rebounds, blocks, heading into the finals. Then he went to the finals versus the 73-9 Warriors, right? And then with Draymond Green and all the niggas, and did the same thing, letting steals, blocks, rebounds. So, LeBron wasn't even considered. Listen, what?
Both teams.
I don't know what you said, but he was also ranked 11th in DPOY. When I looked up who was ahead of him, guess who was ahead of him, nigga? Well, actually, my fault. Let me look that shit up. But it was some other players. I know Kawhi was ahead of him, but Kawhi's not doing that. Kawhi's not leading the team in no damn three categories related to defense.
That's what I said. If you just look at postseason, just strictly postseason, nigga, LeBron's numbers eclipse Jordan on the defensive end. It's not even a conversation, nigga. Like I don't understand why you niggas try to use a regular season award to try to justify who's better on defense when we know that there's niggas who are better defensively.
And then he got only one of them. He only has one defensive player of the year that he did not deserve.
Okay.
Coaches didn't vote him as the best defensive player.
You're that dominant on defense. You're that dominant. But okay, everybody know the best players normally and typically don't guard the best player on the other team. What we're saying to you, if you watch the game, Michael Jordan actually did the 1, 2, and the 3.
No,
I ain't saying LeBron can't. Nobody's saying LeBron can't.
Scottie Pippen guarded the best offensive player on the Bulls.
Exactly.
Yet another lie.
No. I'm saying typically, that's not how it go. If you're a coach, you don't put your best player on the best player over there and kill his offense. We know that.
Defensive player on your best player. Yes, you do. And many times,
Jordan wasn't the best defender on his team.
The best player.
Listen.
Not for the game. Not for the game.
All right,
Not for the game.
all right. Ajani, do you have anything else before we go ahead and end this live? I'm just getting back.
No, that's what I came for to end the live because I saw that you had to disappear for a little bit. I'm ready to close the live. That's why I'm here for, to close it. So let's just close it. Let's just close
All
it.
right, then.
What you
All
say,
right, y'all. We have fun debating this LeBron versus Jordan thing, even though Stephen A. Smith said a lot of crazy things. But I guess we'll see you guys back next week. I mean, I guess we don't need any last words because you guys had enough words.
I got one last thing.
Juan, what's up? I don't know if I heard you say anything. Do you have any last words before we get out of here?
Nah. I just hope you. Nah, I'm good.
Y'all got one last thing to say. Hey, Juan boy, that's my fault. I didn't even see you pop in. I apologize.
Nah, that's cool, man. Man, listen, man. As long as New World on the panel, I feel like I'm home.
What's up, my nigga, Wild Boy?
Yeah, and shout out again.